Greetings, everyone. I am going to do a presidential reading here. Who's going to win, the Democrats or the Republicans? This is for entertainment purposes only. That's my disclaimer. I just want to see who has the best chance of winning. November 2020, baby. November 2020. Who has the best chances of winning, since y'all like to know and like to go to vote? I'm gonna see if I can see what the people gonna do. Okay, who they gonna pick and choose? Okay, where the people is gonna side at on the election? Are they gonna side on the Republican side? Are they gonna side on the Democratic side? Like which way? Which way is the people gonna side? Okay. I want to play some music so damn bad right now, but if I play it, I don't want to mess my video up. It's for entertainment purposes only. Let me reiterate that. Entertainment purposes only. This is for the people to see what energy, spirit source energy of the people is out there. Are they thinking Democrat or are they thinking Republican? What are they thinking right now, spirit source energy? Positive vibes only. We want positive energy. So let's see if we're seeing the bigger picture. Are we thinking about our future here? What's the best interest for our future, spirit source energy? Let me put that on. Please let me put this on. Let me put this clock on. Let me put this clock on. Because y'all know me. My mouth will be gone. Spirit source energy, and my battery going to be running low, so I'm going to have to prop it up. So y'all excuse me if I have to go be fiddling with my phone. I got my charger right here because I've been on my phone this morning. I went out, had to run an errand this morning. How y'all doing? Who y'all want to win out there, spirit source energy? This is the Terrascope for the presidential elections 2020. Okay. Of course, we know we got our liberals out there, our conservatives, our independents, but you know, they be having the money and stuff to hang in there until they get close to it, and then they kind of drop out. You know, they kind of drop off on the wayside. So it's not that I'm trying to exclude none of them, you know, because they are part of it too. But it's just that they end up kind of phasing out, okay? They ain't trying to lose that much money in it, okay? So on the side of the people, spirit source energy, who is going to win the president election? Who is the best candidates for the election? The Democratic side or the Republican side? For the overall whole of the people, for what's good for the people, okay? Positive energy for the people, looking out for the people, right? Being there for the people. We want to see where our people's minds are at in this election. Spirit source energy. Okay, so what we gonna do, we gonna put the Democrats right here, and we gonna put the Republicans right here, and we gonna get a mutual energy in the middle. And y'all probably saying, how the hell she finna do that? I have no fucking idea. We just gonna see what's coming up. I told you it's for entertainment purposes only. Don't mean it's gonna happen. I just want to see where Rona Girl got everybody mind at. I want to see where Rona Girl got everybody mind at. All right, spirit source energy, let's go. Let's go. Spirit source, woo, jumping out already for the Democrats. Financial and what is this? Foundation and achievements. The number 4, home and family. Woo! So the Democrats are going to fare on the side of home and family. Woo, okay, spirit source energy. Republican coming in with the hope card, the sun card. Woo, Let's see a mutual energy between the Democrats and the Republicans on the planet right now. What is the spirit? What is the spirit saying the mutual energy is? Spirit source energy. What is the mutual energy between the Democrats and the Republicans? What is the mutual energy? Hey sis, how you doing? Spirit source energy. Can I get one card of mutual energy? Spirit source energy. Oh, there's one right there. Whoa! Am I seeing this right? Does that shit say the third eye? So it's time for the people to wake up. Mutual energy between Democrats and Republicans. Passion ignited. Obstacles and challenges. Overall energy. Underall energy. Passion ignited. Woo! Awareness under there. Goodness. Whoa. Solitude. What is this? No, this intuition. Well, that go along with third eye. Intuition. Solitude. Woo! Well, I said awareness before it came out. I was thinking this was awareness and forgot this was the intuition, and there's awareness right there. Woo! Patience. Emotional withdrawal. I'm just going to do 3. I'm trying to see what's under there. Stand your ground. Woo! Who that for? No, I'm just kidding. Who that is? Craig, who that is? Who that be, Craig? Who that be? Y'all say this girl. Let's see what's going on with this presidential election on these people. Let's see where our people at. Where is our people's mind at? A lot been going on. I just want to do a health checkup on everybody to see what everybody thinking and feeling. What's best for the country? What's best for the people? Okay. What energy is we doing? Now, Democrats got foundation and achievement, which is 4, which is about home and family, touching base with home and family. Now, with Rona Girl, I can see how that happened. I can see that we're all more conscious now of our family. Okay. Now, hope 17 is 8. That's abundance. That's wealth. That's prosperity. This is the Republican. Okay. Now 6, the mutual energy is 6, third eye. That's the 6th chakra. Because the 7 is up here at the crown, right? So this means to me, whether y'all know it or not, or trust it or not, or think so or not, that says that the mutual energy of the people, of the parties, it's the same bird, left and right wing, the wing on the same bird, right? On the plane, the wings on the plane. The plane can't fly with one wing. The plane got to fly with both wings, right? But it's just the same plane, right? All right. Now we got that concept in our mind, right? If y'all can picture that. So now what that tells me the mutual energy is that you coming back? Okay. And what that tells me now I know I'm supposed to be resting. I'm supposed to be taking a break. Oh yeah. Okay. And yeah, I still sound a little crabby. I said, let me get in here and do a reading. I want to just see where everybody's space at, everybody mindset is at. So this is for entertainment purposes only. Don't take it as the truth, even though it may feel like it. I'm just. But I feel that everybody is is consciously coming into consciousness, awareness is what I'm getting from these cards. Everybody wants that foundation set on the home. They want the foundation, the structure, the stability of the home back the way it's supposed to be. And this hope card, that is the sun card, the sun energy of the Republican, is about financial wealth, because we know that's what they're about. They are about their business. Okay, so you're gonna have now two major importance factors coming in that you're gonna, if y'all are voters out there, you got family and you got wealth. So for these two cards to come out, hope, sunshine, and family, and I did the math on this presidential election. I did the math. I'm trying to figure out what did I do with my paper that I figured all this out. And I may share my conclusion and I may not. Because I know if I share my conclusion, people gonna bite it and kind of take my energy and shit and figure it's theirs or whatever. So I may just keep it to myself, but I don't know, because then I can't prove that I thought it first. So I don't know. I still don't even know what I did with it. I probably can do it again. I had wrote it down, but I just don't know what I did with it at this moment. I should have grabbed it before I started. It's somewhere if I didn't tear it up and throw it away. But so we if we're gonna vote, we need to vote the foundation of home and family. It is on one wing, Democratic wing, and y'all can flip it however y'all want to flip the energies. And then on the Republican side, it's about abundance. It's about material wealth. It's about success in businesses and stuff, right? The number 8. When I'm going by the number 8, that's what I'm looking at, because that 17 goes back down to the number 8. So that's what I'm looking at. Okay, so we got 4, 6, and 8. Okay, 4, 6, and 8. Okay. Now, before I begin, my one card I picked out of the deck, and I ain't even got a deck in my hand right now. I don't need a deck in my hand because it's in my mind. So Spirit Source already know what card I set out to establish the better choice of candidate. But now that I've actually started this reading, now I have to go back to the paper of what I wrote down on the paper. So y'all don't know what I wrote down on the paper, but I know what I wrote down on the paper, right? And I know what this election is all about because I wrote it down on a piece of paper, okay? And and it's just an opinion. It's just my opinion. It's just because the way I was looking at things from a different perspective, trying to figure out, okay, what is up with this election? Why is this election just weird feeling? Just like, why? I mean, I can see where we've led up to it. I can see where we've led up to this point. If you actually think back over the dang past elections that we've had, whether you voted or not, I mean, I don't really care. I don't need to know. I really don't care. But you can see where things have led up to where they are. So this is, like I said, entertainment purposes only. No harm, no foul. No, it ain't truth. It ain't written in stone. It's just what my opinion of observation is, of what I'm seeing through my little eyes, okay? So Spirit Source know what card am I using? I gotta go get me some more cards. The card I'm picturing in my mind just so y'all know, because I haven't started yet. I'm just shuffling these. Spirit Source Energy. You know the card that I picked out for this way before I even started. It is the Justice card. It is the Scale card. It is the Justice card. So that's the card in my mind that's going to tell me something about this reading. Okay, Spirit Source Energy. Who is the best choice candidate for the 2020 election, for the overall people? Spirit Source Energy. Who is the best candidate, Democratic or the Republican? What is the people feeling? What is in the people's mind? What is most important to the people right now? Reveal it in this reading. Okay, just reveal it in positive light terms and positive energy, positive vibration, you know, for the planet, for the health, for the families, you know, for, you know, oneness, wholeness, nothingness, Spirit Source Energy. Okay, who has the better chance of winning? Who has the better opportunity of winning? And we know sometimes they mess with them numbers. I'm just saying. Sometimes them numbers, you know, you got the electoral votes and all that stuff. And now what people probably, I don't know if we're going to the polls or not. We don't know if they're going to do electronic mail-in, and anything can happen between now and the time they get to the place, the destination for it to be counted. Okay, and people use their dogs and say they dog voted. They'll use their rat and say they rat voted, okay? You know, they pet gerbil or some shit like that. You know, anything, you know. They'll use mom and daddy in the nursing home, baby, and say, look, they voted. I don't know what people come on people's minds, you know, we don't know we don't know, okay? So we're going to see, Spirit Source Energy. We just want to know. So let's go with, we're going to go with the foundation and achievements first for the Democratic. And y'all can swap it how y'all want to, because you might not even agree. You might agree that this is the Republican, and you might agree that this is the Democratic, and that's fine, because it ain't no right or wrong way. I just want to see, you know, what's going on with our minds as a collective energy in the people. And if we're voting, I mean, those are mostly the two sides we vote on. So that's what I'm going off of, okay? But your overall energy, the overall energy is obstacles and challenges. So the overall energy of this reading is obstacles and challenges. So that tell me there's a break somewhere. There's a break, there's a crack somewhere that has to be fixed. Now we need to figure out where that break and that crack is so we can vote accordingly if we're going to vote. Okay? So that's why I'm doing this. Okay? The song that I wanted to play, but I'm not going to play, was Wake Up Everybody by Common, Melanie Fiona, and who is it? Melanie Fiona and
oh no.
Who is this? Who is this? Where they at? Where'd the song go? Roots. It was John Legend, Roots, Wake Up Everybody, and it had Melanie Fiona and Common. I love me some Common, baby. That joker, no, he got a gorgeous ass smile. I can just be like this all day. Keep smiling, baby. Oh, don't stop smiling. Damn, you fine. Don't stop smiling. Oh, them teeth. Oh, God. Keep smiling, baby. I couldn't be married to him. You know why I couldn't be married? Then, look, that poor guy would never stop smiling for me. Baby, all you got to do is smile and I'll fucking melt. Y'all don't tell him I said that, okay? Don't he got a girlfriend right now? Tiffany Haddish. Don't y'all let him know that. No, I'm just kidding. Honey, I'm so happy for Tiffany. Woo, Lord, because she a pretty beautiful sister. And he just, Lord knows he's a beautiful man. Woo. Y'all, I had to throw that joke in there. Y'all know I had to act silly. Y'all know it. But I just want to see where our minds. Hi, brother. Hi, King. How you doing? Jess, love you, love. How you doing? I know I'm supposed to be resting. Look at my voice cracking. I gotta stop. I get laryngitis. Y'all be like, shit, we it's about damn time because we tired of hearing your damn mouth any damn way. All right. So we know it's a crack somewhere in the system, in the system. So this shows me overall there's a crack, there's a breakdown somewhere. So if y'all gonna go to really go to the polls this year, I'm not discouraging, I'm not encouraging, I don't care what you do. Look for the crack in the break. Look for the crack in the break where I guess which party is gonna do, I guess, the most fixing that which we think is, y'all, I just got a Senate thing rolled across my, ain't that convenient as fuck that somebody from Texas just text me. They gonna have to stop that damn soliciting and shit too, because I ain't gave them jokers my number. So they texted me about voting for something, Senate, U.S. Senate, something other. Just that's why I look like, is that for real? Are they really texting me right now? But it's election time, so you know we get emails, votes, texts. Go, you want to donate here? You want to, go support this campaign? That's fine. I mean, I ain't gonna get into that. But when you're voting, I'm just saying, y'all, look for the crack, look for the break in the system, and if you're gonna vote with that reason in mind. Vote with that purpose in mind, that what's gonna fix that crack or that breakdown, what's most important to you, because that's what it's really supposed to be about. You're supposed to go for the candidate that's gonna be the best choice to fix whatever or I ain't gonna say problems, because I don't want to stress problems. This is positive. So we're gonna look at the positive side of it. So you want to look at the candidate that's gonna give you the best solution for the crack, wherever the crack may be, because we all think the crack is somewhere else. Damn, that was a quick 20 minutes. God damn, I just got fucking started. Okay, let's start again. Okay, so I know I'm at 20. So you want to look at the crack, y'all. You got to look at the overall picture of this circle and where is the crack at? Okay, where is the opening at? And how do you find a solution to that opening? What do you do to find that positive solution for everybody? Because you see this circle here, meaning everybody's connected to this crack origin, or this origin of this crack, or this origin of this breakdown. So that must mean it's everybody's responsibility to even just, look at, even if you don't vote, how you can fix it in your home, how you can fix it on your job, how you can fix it at the store, how you can fix it in the community, because it's more than just presidential. We just sum it up as presidential, okay? But it can go anywhere. The crack can be anywhere, because you have your family, the next person have their family, the next person have their family, the next person have their family, and so on, and so on, and so on. All like that, the little ripples, all like that. So the underall energy is passion ignited. So what positive purpose are we given toward this solution? Who's given the best positive purpose towards this solution and this enlightenment to seal that crack? And that's interesting how they both got that fucking circle, ain't it? Ain't that interesting that them damn two cards came out and they both got a damn circle right there? So it's about us finding the crack. 5 means changes. And that's what it is. Look, changes to what? Challenges and obstacles. So you can use this as a home reading, or an individual reading for all signs. And then you can read it. You can use it for, to help you navigate through really dissecting, because now you got time. You got time before you go to the polls. You got about 3 or 4 months, right? July, August, September, October, November. 4. Home and family is 4, right? So reset, or they'll say it's reset, or it's redistribution, or it's whatever, right? So you got enough time to see and really gauge what's broke down in your home. Each person does. And then go to the polls that way with what you need. Like, what do you need fixed in your home? What do you need fixed in your community? What do you need fixed on the job? What do you need fixed in the school systems? What do you need fixed in the monetary system? It's just common sense. It's not just going because somebody's Democrat. It's not just going because somebody independent or Republican or this and this. Do the homework. Do the research before you go and vote. And now you got 4 whole months left to do it. Okay? So if y'all want to be serious, then be serious now. And see which one says they're doing this or they, well, and of course when they get in there, we know that shit might change. They might do some of the stuff they say they was going to do, right? Because they got lobbyists, you know. Then you got the lobbyists coming in there. Even if you did vote for the right person, you got those lobbyists. Those lobbyists coming in there to say, no, work on this. No, work on this. Pass this bill. Pass this bill. We need this passed, you know. And they're speaking for us, supposedly, I guess. Or maybe they just speaking for their damn self. Because we don't really need nobody to speak for us. Right? And you need to go to your congressmen and your councils in your cities and whatever else. Right? And things like that. So this is just broad, just to see what is. And I'll probably do this planetary one, just looked at me, the zodiac one. So I'll do this one in the end for it also. And when I can find that paper I wrote on, I might just have to write it all over. So, oh damn, battery already? Good Lord. Y'all know it's prop up time, y'all. Hold on. Dang on. I told y'all to call Apple and get that CEO on that phone for me, because we need to move this jack. We need to move this plug, okay? Like they ain't gonna move the plug for me, I know. But I just thought I'd give it a try. I thought I'd be like, look, can y'all move that plug back on the side? It's messing up when I gotta charge this phone when the battery go down. Oh my God, look at it. See, it's leaning. Look how it's leaning. Now, for some reason, y'all, these 2 cards that fell out my hand, I'm going to leave them on to the side because they fell out my hand for a reason. And we'll factor these 2 cards in later. So I'm going to lay them over here to the side over here. And there's Leo under the... Happy birthday, Leos out there. It's your season. That's your card, strength card. So, Spirit Source Energy. Ooh, Leo and the Emperor. Woo, taking back authority. So, let's see where these cards lay out at Spirit Source Energy for the highest good of everybody involved, for the greatest and highest good in creation. Positive energy and light only. We are not accepting any negative energy into this reading. Okay, Spirit Source Energy. We are not inviting any negative energy into this reading, Spirit Source Energy. Only positive beings into this reading to reveal what is best for each and every person's home space, sacred space. Because everybody's home space is their sacred space, okay? Whether we think so or not, it is. It really, truly is. All right, Spirit Source Energy for number 4, foundation and achievement, coming in for the Democratic Party. What do you have for us, Spirit Source Energy? Whew. 6 of Swords. Okay, that's the first crunch for today. I didn't wake up with my 10-pack this morning. I'm kind of like, I ain't happy about that. All them crunches I did yesterday, I should have had a 10-pack on this gut, okay? So now, Democrat first, 6 of Swords. One more. Dang. Well, I was going to say one more and then one more. We was going to do 4 cards, but they gave me the 3 cards right now. Woo! Coming in with the Sun under the Democrats. Ooh. Wheel of Fortune and options. And y'all going to see where this come at when I put all this together for y'all. I already know, because like I told you, I already did the math. I already did the numbers on it. Spirit source energy. For the Republicans, 4 cards, please. Only 4 cards, because he's big. I ain't gonna have no room for the rest of them. I just need 4 cards for the Republican. That one's trying to come out. 2 of coins. Not bad for the Republicans. That's Taurus energy. I told you they was about business, didn't I? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So Republicans, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Spirit source energy, 3 more cards for the Republicans, please. It's a play Republican Party and a play Democratic Party. This is for entertainment purposes only. Look, we playing. Woo! Okay, so I got 3 cards going here. See those 2? And this one over here that fell across. Okay, let me get the one on the top. 7 of Cups. Oh, it's 3 of them. I thought it was 2. Ace of Sword. This one want to come out. 6 of Coins. Interesting. 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 Now, I got to leave this one right here because it flew over this Wheel of Fortune. But it flew over this Wheel of Fortune as a 9 of Swords. Okay? So now we're going to do the mutual energy between the airplane. We're going to call it the airplane. The airplane. We're going to do the mutual energy between both parties. Spirit source energy. What the people want for this election. What do the people want for this election? Spirit source. Ooh, look how they're coming out. Okay. 2 of them shot over here on top of. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to leave those right there. Spirit want me to leave those right there. Palace of Coins, mutual energy. Decision time. 2 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, I need 2 more cards, Spirit source energy. 2 more cards, Spirit source energy. Where does this card go? It's the Knight of Cups that flew out. Okay, it stays there. I need 2 more cards for mutual energy, please, for the people voting for Democrat and the people voting for Republican. Spirit, oh. They keep trying to. Ace of Wands. 2 of Cups. That just verified what I did. That verified what I did when I did the math. That 2 of Cups there. Okay. So, overall energy, Queen of Swords energy. Underall energy, 10 of Wands. Ooh, this is about to be good. This is about to be good, good, good. For the neighborhood. Where can I put these cards at? I ain't got no space over here. Let's see. I'm gonna stick them right there for right now. Okay, let's see what this is. Let's see this. This is like the this is like a little, just a little, you know, little for fun thing I'm doing. It's for fun. It ain't nothing. It ain't saying this or that. It's just I wanted to see could it be done. So here you go. Overall energy, obstacles, and challenges. Queen of Sword. The overall energy is someone that is confident, someone that speaks the truth, someone that's intelligent, someone that this is them, the Republican, and the overall energy for this reading is being truthful. Okay, even when you're voting, being truthful, using your intelligence, thinking about it. Don't just go in there, check, or hit that one button and then it go down and it check everybody that's Democratic, right? That's the easy way out. You ain't thinking when you do that. That's being lazy. That's called being lazy. because you haven't investigated anything. You just went in there and said, tick. One button does it all. One click does it all. For people that don't like to read. Okay? So they already know you one of those lazy people. You're a lazy voter. You're a lazy voter. Okay? Because you don't want to read each person name and all this and really pick the best one, and then you're not trying to research everybody on the ballot tickets and stuff anyway, so you go doop, one vote does it all, right? I used to be the same way. So now it's saying overall energy, this is someone that's organized. This is somebody that's got self-control. This is somebody that speaks the truth, cuts through the emotions and all the fog, you know, so you're getting to the truth of the heart of the matter, right? So this is about you doing your homework. So now y'all really got to do y'all homework now. So you got 4 months to do your homework. If it mattered to you. I'm just saying. Underall energy. Look at that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. That passion. And the 10 of Wands meaning you're coming out of, you're closing up a cycle of something that was hard, that was very difficult, right? So this is the people under all energy. They're coming out of a bad, hard cycle that they're coming in. And that's the overall energy over everybody, you know, whether you vote for whoever you vote for, okay? It doesn't matter. It's just the overall, the underall energy of everybody coming out of difficult times, coming out of lack of, you know, whatever you were lacking, whatever was a struggle, whatever was a battle for you, you know, whatever was very complicated, whatever was very hard for you to obtain, hard for you to achieve, blase, blase, blase. Okay? That's all. 10 of Wands energy. Very positive energy for underall energy here. Meaning some of you guys are wrapping things up. You're ending some very trying cycles in your life. So that's a good thing. Okay? So you can take this as a personal reading, all signs, and you can, because you'll know if you're going to vote Republican or Democratic. So maybe this will help you vote. Okay? Maybe this will help you see how to vote. Okay? Because it's about change. It's about change. Okay? And maybe you need to change how you vote. Okay? Maybe you need to change how you're doing stuff in your home. You know, how you're doing stuff on your job. How you doing stuff in your schooling, or, you know, going after more education. I don't know. Y'all know what y'all got to change. I don't care. I don't know. Okay? So now, here it come. Okay, demos, them Democrats, right? Y'all overall energy is about foundation and achievements. Okay? So foundation, home, because that's the home, having a happy home, having the rainbow, having the little togetherness, right? The family. Like I said, all zodiacs included. Now, the first 2 cards came out were these 2. The 6 of Swords, moving forward. Okay? The 6 of Swords and the Sun card, which is Leo. The 6 of Swords is about you relocating, moving forward, traveling. The Sun, we always know what the Sun do. Change things around in the planet, makes things happy and positive, brings cheer and all that, and joy and enlightenment, you know, all around. Okay, so you're having a positive movement forward that's going to bring positive change to the family. So the foundation of family, of home, because the reason why, because Cancer rules the zodiac sign of home and family. That's the number 4. That's the 4th zodiac sign. So that's what the Democrat overall people energy are concerned about, their families, and everybody should be concerned about their families. So that means y'all are going to be looking at family issues. Who's going to be the best, you know, fit for taking care of family, seeing family is important, okay? Oneness is important, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you have to do for your family to survive is important, okay? So you're going to be looking at positive movement forward and sunshine, okay? But it's going to happen because of Cancer. The Cancer, the moon energy, the water energy, right? So, and that's Cancer house. So some of y'all might have Cancer heavily in y'all chart for me to pick up on that. You might have Cancer, or somebody around you are Cancer, or the Democratic, parties or whatever that's running on those ballots, might have Cancer, in their chart, because we got Biden, we got, I guess, Kanye and whoever else. And then you got Trump, and you got whoever else, Republican. So it's a list. We don't know who won. We ain't had it yet. So I'm saying those party people or whoever's, we are going to vote for. So it's like everybody's energy. So everybody is basically in Democratic concerned about family, concerned about their stability of their family. That's a good positive place to be. Okay. That's because that's your support system. Okay. Is your family, your home and your family. That's your foundation. So that's important. So now let me move these two over here. The next two that came out was the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Cups. So this is something that is faded. This is something that is coming to an end. It's the end of a cycle still, because the Wheel of Fortune is the number 10. So that means it's the end of the cycle of something. This is about positive changes. So Democrats should be making a positive change forward towards solutions in their family, whether you're doing this from a voting standpoint or y'all doing it from an all sign standpoint. So I'll go back up there and put all signs, because I don't think I put it up there. I think I thought it, but I don't think I wrote it. So I'll go back in here and put all signs, because you can use this for voting, or you can use this for just making positive changes in your home. So you've come to this end of this cycle. Damn, 40 minutes. You've come to the end of this cycle, and then there's options and illusions, or there's opportunities for you. So some of this for y'all is good luck, positive, it's destiny, it's fate. This is some of y'all making the right choices, closing out those cycles. And this is about y'all. When y'all close out those cycles, you got all these good positive opportunities and options headed your way. That's going to create this sunshine. Okay. So this here says, now let me read it to you this way. It fell under this card. Some of y'all are moving forward. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, moving toward your destiny and your fate, the cosmic wheel, right? So this is you moving in a positive direction toward your destiny and fate, putting your family first, taking care of home. It could be if you're single, it could be if you're married, it could be whatever is family to you, your tribe, your soul family, your vibe family, your tribe family, it don't matter. Your earth family, your spiritual family, it's just family. So whatever you call family, if you call your dog your family, then it's you and your damn dog, okay? Whatever, okay? So under the sun was, look at all the choices that you're gonna have, all the opportunities that you're gonna have to add positivity in your life. And this is falling under Democrat, but like I said, y'all can swap this how y'all see this thing go, because some people think that the Republicans are looking out for the family. Some of y'all might think that the Democratic side is looking out for the family. So y'all can do it how y'all need to do, because I don't know how y'all think. I don't know, what level of thinking do y'all have, what IQ or nothing like that. So I can't really make this decision for y'all, okay? And even on your individual home basis, I can't make it for you. It's just saying this is a good positive energy on the Democratic side, so I can keep up with the reading. So y'all can go to swapping how y'all need to swap it, okay? So personalize it how you need to personalize it, okay? Because it's for entertainment purposes. And so this is y'all. This is like whatever you got coming, toward you in this positive move direction, that is going to provide a lot of opportunities for success and positivity for y'all. And that's for those that are wanting that change, because look, you're tired of fighting it. You're tired of denying it. So this is you coming to the truth of the heart of the matter to say, look, if I want change, I got to take action, because the sword represents justice. It's like you're holding the ace of sword of truth and clarity, but you got to be you got to be truthful with yourself. If you want this six of sword energy, positive move forward, you got to take the action to what? Really, really look at what's stopping you from moving forward. And nobody stops you from moving forward but you. And swords represent communication. They represent our thoughts, our actions, our words, right? So if we're going to find any type of solution to the crack in our home, in ourselves, in the communities, at work, blah, 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 wherever you want to donate, any kind of charity organization you work for, any kind of job you work at, you got to take the action to change that course. You got to take the action to get that better solution. If you're just running your mouth, that ain't helping shit, because you ain't taking no action. You ain't being a doer. I thought the word said be a doer. A doer. Right? And y'all know the rest. So you got to take the action. And that's what the sword is for. It's to make you be clear with yourself first, in finding it yourself and observing and admitting where it is yourself. Where is the crack? Where is the breakdown? Where's the challenge? Where is the obstacle in my life? Is it my thinking? Is it my lack of thinking, of wanting to think? Is it my lack of taking action and really doing stuff that feel near and dear to my heart? Is it that I'm scared and I don't want to stand out? Or they got organizations you can take action and do things to better, because it's everybody's part. So anybody on an individual, you can do charities, you can do foundations, you can set up this, you can set up, you can go help the shelters, the battered women, the abuse hotlines. It's something for everybody to do. Dang it, I forgot to put that damn thing. Hold on, can I cut that damn thing off? Okay. Woo. Sorry about that, y'all. The damn thing wasn't on do not disturb. I was like, my life. Okay. So we can all take action to fill in the gap, fix the crack, find a solution to the breakdown, the obstacle and the challenge around our community, wherever it is we live at, if it's a crack there. And it could be, like I said, in your home, in your church, in whatever organization, in this community, this, wherever, at your job, take the action, because it's about change. Number 5, it's about change. And the only way you get change, people, is you got to take action. So if you ain't taking action, you really ain't in no place to complain. You really ain't in no place you can have an opinion, but it really won't matter, because you ain't done nothing to make no change. You ain't did nothing to take no action. You just kind of ran your mouth, moped, and I ain't want that. We should have never, we gonna have this, we gonna do this. Now this gonna happen to us. What kind of action did you take besides complain? So you got to go out there and make the difference. You got to take the action, right? And be truthful with yourself when you're correcting yourself, because that's really who you're correcting first. You're correcting yourself first. Okay? You can't go out into a world and try to correct a world when you have no self-correction here first, because that's ass backwards. That's ass backwards. Ain't shit gonna get done. It's gonna get all screwed up. Because, in other words, what you're saying is, if I go out in the world and fix the world first without fixing myself, you're saying I don't have a problem. You're saying none of this is my fault. I'm perfect, and all of you are the blame. No, you got to fix this first. And when you get this first together, then you can go out there and help somebody else get together. And you can do positive things to change the environment. Like, you can pick trash up on the side of the road. I really wouldn't care. It's a plenty of time I walked by trash on the ground and picked it up and been like, oh, we just littering Mother Nature. We messing up our oceans and our own ozone. This shit getting in the sewer and the drainage system. And man, we just like, I feel bad if I just get a wild hair up my ass and throw some shit on the floor, on the ground, just like, because I don't want it in my car. And I'd be like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. You know, because I know I'm contributing to the problem instead of being the solution. So you got to think about eco green, the economy, the ozone. So if we're thinking on that sense, then we got to do little stuff like that. When you walk by and see trash, you might want to pick it up and put it in the trash and then wash your hands and stuff, or keep your sanitizer till you can get to washing your hands. Or just don't be the person that throw the shit out, like smoking cigarettes and driving and flicking them out the damn window when you got places in your car. Keep a cup in your car and drop it in there. Then when you get home and go back in your house, take that little ashtray cup with some little juice or water in the bottom. They go tss when you put it out, and do that. But flicking, and those things takes forever to disintegrate, and definitely plastic takes for years to disintegrate, to go back down. Look it up. Look up Pampers. Look up bubble gum. Look up plastic and see how long it takes to come to really disintegrate back into nothingness. And that's us hurting the economy, and that's us hurting the planet we live on. That's really what it is. So if we're going to take option and find the crack, what are your convictions? What touches you? What touches the heart of the matter in you? And you can start there. And then you can fix that. You can fix that with yourself, your home, or whoever, wherever, job, whatever, business you own, ownership, entrepreneur. And then you can go out there and you can make that your platform. You can make that your charity foundation organization based off of that, because that touched you. That motivated you to take action and change something about what you saw was wrong. Or that affected you in some way, that it moved you. That's all it is. It's about togetherness and everybody working together and changing certain little parts of everything that make us this collective, this generalized energy, or this overall energy. Because it's pieces, God, particles in all of us. We're broken into particles for a reason, to come back to complete the whole when it's time to add to it, to bring more substance to it, to bring more energy to that thing, right? Our creator, the one creator overall, right? So that's what it is. So now moving on to the Republican side. This is 17, but it's 8. Calling in hope. Keep hope alive, Jesse Jackson. Keep hope alive. Just keep hope alive. You know, I got to play with that sometimes, because it just keeps coming to my mind. Because keep hope alive, right? So this is Leo again, showing up in here twice on the Democratic side and the Republican side. So what that says to me is that both sides need to work together. Already, just off of me seeing two suns on both sides. And I'm going to explain that at the end, because now you're going to get the damn picture now when I get ready to break this shit down. So this is the sun, and the sun is out, right? So let me remind y'all before we go over here to the Republican. So hope, whatever hope is to you, that's your definition. That's your opinion. My opinion might be something else. I see it as the sun, just exactly what it says on this card. I don't see it as nothing illusion about our sun planet, our sun in the universe. I don't see nothing illusion about it. I mean, we say it's the fake light because we say the real light is our evening time, and then the first day is our evening time. Then this time we got right here will actually be our nighttime. Wait a minute, no, okay, let me not lose people, because some people may not even be on this level. Evening and morning were the first day. So that means your morning actually starts in the evening. So that's what would make this part our illusion. We think we are awake and we're actually asleep, because in the evening, that's when we're actually aware and woke. because that's our true source, the darkness, hence called evening. And the day make that one day. So we've got it swapped. We say when the sun come up, woo, that's our morning, right? That's our sunlight. That's our beginning of our day. And then at evening, we get rest and go to sleep. But that's actually our awake time. That's the time we're most aware. We're astral traveling then, right? We're going back to wherever we're going back to until it's time to wake up again in this dream, in this illusion, or in this fantasy, or in this reality that we've created inside each and every one of us independently. Okay. So that may have, kind of whatever, but I gotta be real when I break it down, whether you're there or not. It may take you 5 years to understand what I just said, but it's going to still stand, and it's going to resonate when it's time for it to resonate with you. But nonetheless, I see this as the sun. Hope. Keep hope alive. Keep the sun burning. Keep the light glowing. Keep the positive energy up in your life. See? Keep the positive vibration in your life. The happiness, the cheer, the longevity, the vitality, the good health, the cheer, the emotional fulfillment, the enjoyment, the pursuit of happiness. Keep hope for the pursuit of happiness, even if y'all want to do it like that. But whatever hope means to you is fine. It's no wrong or right with me, okay, on how you see that word, okay? So under that, you get 7 of, I read this wrong. This 9 of cups. So this is the ending of, the 9 of cups is learning emotional lessons. So going back to the sun, I thought, my eyes is playing tricks on me. I'm tired. I went to bed almost at midnight last night. So, let me go back right quick. So the sun and the 9 of cups, that means learning your lessons, your emotional lessons and stability. Now let me go back over here. So then you have the 7 of cups with its illusions and opportunities and holding up, balancing out the financing with illusions or opportunities and choices. So some of you guys have been holding up, enduring a lot, or giving opportunities and choices to other people. And at the same time, people been dealing with illusions because they have not the clarity to see what's really going on, if we want to look at that. Or they're not being honest with themselves. So when you're not honest with yourselves, you're going through a lot of illusional shit or delusional shit, right? But if you are using clarity and getting these two taken care of in yourself before you go out there in the world, then you're holding up opportunities for others to advance, others to, take that step up, to take that leap of faith, to have that hope, right? You're giving them hope that all they have to do is work together, hold it up, right? So this is good and positive actually coming from the Republican side if I want to look at it on the Republican Party of an overall energy. Holding up, what time is it? It's time for opportunities. Now, if y'all not out there looking at opportunities that's being presented to y'all, that's your breakdown. That is your crack. And you have to take action toward what is being given to you. Is so many home-based businesses out there that is an opportunity for y'all. But when you don't have balance, you can't see the opportunities. When you don't have clarity, you cannot see the opportunities in front of you from either party, not just Republican Party, if we're going to do it like that. Even from the Democratic Party, you still ain't going to see the opportunities, right? Because you're not looking through clear lens. You're not looking with clarity, okay, in mind, okay? So now, under that again. See, and this is what's interesting because the sword is out here like all of them. The overall, the Democrat side, the Republican side, and in this middle mutual energy. And the sword represents justice. This is the summarized sword, I call it. So this is the sword of truth. This is about clarity. This is about assertion. This is about taking new action. This is about, I got to be careful. I got to, know what I'm doing. I got to take my action right. I got to focus, right? And then this is what? This is a reciprocity card. This is about Six of Coins is about a given, even exchange of reciprocity. Seeing that it needs to be reciprocity. Clearly seeing that there needs to be an exchange in wealth. Is that not what that say? Because the swords are Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Swords equal justice. In what? Taurus. Material wealth, money, prosperity. And this is a balance. That's a scale. You don't see that scale? That's a scale, and this is a sword. So the Republicans' overall energy is about reciprocity and clearing it up, making it right, seeing that where the division is, and giving all these opportunities out there for people to grab and be able to have sunlight, be able to have hope for their future, be able to what? Earn extra money, earn extra income, right? Right? I mean, I've seen a lot of MLMs or whatever we want to call it, home-based businesses, network marketing is. I done seen a lot of people start their own businesses. A lot of people getting small business loans are out there now. People doing all kind of stuff. So to me, that is opportunities. That is a way you can take action and make a change and feel the crack in your own home, in your own finances, in your own relationships. God, this time is, woo, okay. In whatever you want to call this challenge and obstacle in your life, because like, I don't know y'all private personal life unless you do a private reading with me, but I wouldn't know it. People are developing different, you can do patent work, you can do trademarks, you can better toothpaste for Colgate, you can better phones, you can better whatever that's already out there invented. If you just tap into your creativity, you can better that and get paid off of it. You can be a writer. You can make a movie. You can do a playwright. You can do something. You can write a book on how to fix something with all this information on the internet and Google and you can do ebooks. It's no reason. The opportunity is here, but we're not looking at it because we're looking at others and we're not fixing the crack inside. And what did I say? You cannot go out there and think you're going to fix the crack and you ain't fixed the crack in here. Because it's not going to work, because you're making people think like, I'm going to go out there and tell the world what to do because I'm the perfect one and I hadn't done no work and I ain't done no action and I ain't done this. So it's like you're trying to say one religion is better than all the rest of the religions. No, all the religions work together. Because it's truth in all of them, it's a lie in all of them, and it's an actuality about all of them. So which one do you want to go with? The lie, the truth, or the actuality of it all being important? Like you can't take black from white. You can't take white from black. You can't take the he from the she. You can't take the she from the he. Because then you wouldn't have the circle. You wouldn't have the yin and the yang. You wouldn't have the balance, the oneness, the overall circle here. You would just have one side. That don't look like no damn circle to me. That look like a half a circle. Right? You can't just take one from the other and discard the other side because you ain't got no hole. You ain't got no hole. You ain't got no whole party, nothing. You ain't got no balance, is what it's saying. So if you missing a side, that's your crack. That might have flew over some people's head. So if you're missing a side, that's your crack. That's the crack you need to fix. That's the crack you need to focus on. That's the crack you need to come back and balance with the half that you got. Okay, that's it. That's all. Now, these two cards, interesting, when I was shuffling, fell over this, like this. Fell over the 7, holding up the opportunities and the balance. So these two cards is, let me look at them so I can stop telling y'all the wrong card. 7 of Swords and Judgment. Now, I don't know about this one, because the 7 of Swords, Judgment is about new beginnings. New beginnings, redemption, making things right, coming to conclusions, making decisions about something, right? That's the Judgment. And again, that's the 10. So that means that's the end of a cycle of making things, completing things and making things balance out. Because we did get this 2 of Pentacles over here on your side, on your the people side of the overall energy for a Republican. And I'm just using it as entertainment for a demonstration or whatever you want to call it. So the overall energy is Judgment, balancing things out fairly, evenly across the board. But then there's a little bit of hiding some information. There's a little bit of, this is my slickery card. There's a little bit sneakiness to it. So on the Republican side, if this is not the Democratic side, because remember, you can swap this how you want to. You can see what sign this fit in. You can put this to whatever scenario you might be looking at, a new job. You might be looking at doing a business venture, and you want to take this reading and say, okay, if I put me on this side and I put the job on this side, that means, do I go for this job or do I let it go, or what's not right? Slickery card. So that means somebody's being deceptive. That means somebody lying. Somebody is lying about opportunities or illusions, right? Betrayal or trickery or deception or stealing, right? So this could be your personal life. You not being fair with yourself. You not communicating, because swords are about communication. So there's not no positive really communication. This is like one person wants 1 foot in the door and a person wants 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out the door. Or this is about somebody withholding some information that they may know that has to do with a new beginning. Okay? Because Judgment is about new beginnings. It's about change. It's about redemption. It's about renewal. Okay? It's about decisions. Okay? So now under those 2, again, like I said, you had the sword, which was supposed to be about truth and clarity and wisdom and evening things out. So now I got to ask this. What's the trickery? What's the deception part of this? Because you got good and positive over here, moving forward, destiny and fate, the sunlight. But over here, you got something quite ain't revealed yet. Something quite ain't told or is made a decision about something. And it could be because we ain't had the election. It could be because you ain't seeing something right now around you that affects you. You're not seeing something, right? Whatever your home life, your job life, or whatever job you want to go for, whatever extracurriculum stuff you want to do, whether you're trying to decide if you're going to take your own, invest in this thing or invest in that thing, go out on your own and start your own company, whatever the case may be. So use it wherever y'all need to use it from, because the energy, what I'm reading is going to be the same. So you can apply this not even to just the election for fun, because that's what I'm doing it for fun, but you can invite it to your home life, to your relationship life, So this could be this could be you, and this could be your person. And you might marry somebody that's what? A Democrat, and you might marry somebody that's a Republican. And that's what happened to Maria Shriver and Arnold Schwarzenegger. One was a Democrat, right? No, wait a minute. Yeah, and one was a Republican, because she was a Democrat because of the Kennedys. And then he was a Republican. So you can still be in the house and have this difference of opinion with even your spouse or your significant other person or whatever, soulmate, twin flame, whatever. So it's just because y'all views different, because your views different because of the way you were brought up. But the whole thing is just to say, find the crack in yourself. So that way, when you go out to vote, when you vote, you're voting with meaning. You're voting with something that you're passionate about and that you care about, and you want to see it go in a positive direction. You want to see a positive change because it hits heart. It hits the heart of the matter. It hits something that's near and dear to you. Okay, so that's what you want to go after. You don't want to just click the one button. You might do, I don't know. I don't know what the voting system do. You might have Democrat on this one, but you might want the Republican that stands for this one because you researched both. And one of them might want to fix the VA system. One of them might want to fix the homeless system. And then the next one might want to fix the school system. And this Republican might want to fix the housing system or the job system. So you can't go there and just check Democrat for one, and you missed all this goodness that this person really was trying to help fix. So that way you got a both even thing going on, because you got, I want this Democrat because he like shelter. I want this Republican because our school system does need a little work. Our teachers do need more pay. Our nurses do need more pay. Our frontline people do need protection, do need good health care. See, but when we go just bing, we don't even give the other candidates a chance. Then that's the crack. If we're going to go from an economic system part of it, overall collective of everybody, and it affects everybody across the board. So now, what do you think you just did? Y'all like really thinking, ain't you? I can see y'all thinking. You're really thinking what you just did, right? What did I tell you? What did I say in the very first beginning? It's the same plane. It's the same plane. It's the same bird. It got two wings. It's the same bird. It's a scale. It's a scale. So your crack is you got to think to balance the scale. Because if it's tilted by you hitting that one button, you just said, you tilted the scale. And then it hurt everybody on this side. Or you did it over here and it hurt everybody on this side instead of helping. It did more harm than it did any good. Right? Because you didn't look at it as being the bird, the plane, or the scale. You looked at it, I'm the Democrat. I want this. I'm this. Or I'm independent. I'm this. But it's good in all of them. And it's sincere people in all of them. And it's black and white and other nationalities in all of them. Hispanics, it's Africans, it's whoever that run for the office, the Congress, the councilman, even down to your representative. But you're doing yourself no justice if you just go in there and go bing without reading, without knowing what those individual people stand for, without knowing their background, without knowing what moves them, what is at the heart of the matter. Are they a family? Are they a family representative or Republican? Are they about family if they're Democratic? Right? Are they about boosting the economy because we do need increased minimum wage? Right? We do need health care and affordable to a sense that it should be affordable for how much you make. Because just because somebody make $9 an hour and you make $100 an hour, you can't expect that person that make $9 an hour to afford the insurance that you get for $100 an hour. That's unfair, because that means that person is going to go without that insurance, because hell, they wouldn't even have a check. They would be just working for nothing and giving it all back in the insurance industry. So you tell me how that's fair to somebody making $9 an hour to only have available to them an insurance plan that is meant for somebody that make $100 an hour. I felt that way about nursing the whole time I nursed. I only came across one company that I worked for, and that's because it was a hospital, doctor's office in a hospital that I worked for that had the teachers plan downtown Dallas. But every other job really that I had, unless I just kept myself on it, was no good. It was good if I kept myself on it. But the minute I start putting my children or a spouse on there, it got $600, $700, $400, a paycheck. A paycheck. Do you know what $800 would do if I was a single parent and I needed to put 3 children on there? And I got to give these people $800 and I'm barely getting anything? Just say you were making $18 an hour. You worked 40 hours a week. It's you and 3 children or 2 children. And your insurance plan is $300 to $400 every 2 weeks, not including taxes, not including the government's part. What do you think you're going to bring home at $18 an hour? And you're working in one of the most demanding, essential industries that we have. Healthcare. Who would you vote for? Would you vote for the person that understands essential is essential? That fair pay is fair pay? And these are examples. But I'm saying to make you think, who would you vote for? What would make more sense to you? Does not this person that make $9 an hour deserve, if they're a single parent or with a husband or wife and got 2 or 3 children and they both make $9 an hour, don't you think the insurance plan should fit into what they actually are bringing home? Because maybe they love their job. Maybe that's what they chose to do. Maybe that's their lesson, their karmic lesson, and that's what they choose to do until they get ready to change and take action and better themselves. But it's no reason for those people that don't make minimum wage or less than minimum wage or just barely above $7 or $10 or whatever, don't mean they don't deserve health care. It don't mean that a veteran deserves to be homeless when they serve this country either. Is that fair to them? Yeah, they signed up willingly because that's what they chose to do. You a lawyer, yeah, that's what you chose to do. You went to school, earned the right, earned the pay. Yeah, that's what you chose to do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't saying don't aspire to be nothing. I'm saying health care. Everybody deserves it. Everybody deserves it. It don't matter what you choose to do if you got paid $4 an hour. And that's what most bartenders and waiters get, plus tips. And sometimes they went home in a day, barely got $20, but they worked $4 an hour. $4 an hour, y'all. That's barely $80, $60 probably. Not even that, depending on how long they worked. So that's where you got to look at the cracks at. Now, mutual energy. I don't know, that just came out because of the scale. But you can do that with you and your person. You can do that with you and your significant other. You can do that with you and your job. You can do that with you and your community. I don't care where you put this at. I don't care who you put on this side, really. And I really don't care who you put on this side. But I knew that heading would get your attention. Because y'all probably like, what? But now you can see this can be done anyway. Where's the crack? So if it's a crack in your relationship, then it's up to you to find it with your person. And it's up to y'all to be truthful and communicate about the crack. So if it's a communication breakdown that's causing a crack in your home, in your marriage, in your relationship, guess what you got to do? Be clear and transparent with each other. You got to communicate. Don't you? You got to communicate. Because that's the only way you're going to clear it up. That's the only way you're going to fix that crack, that foundation in that family, on that job. You got to go to your boss and say, look, boss, I really enjoy working for you. I really love my job. I really do. But I see something that if you can look at it and just really go to the table, it would probably better your company and lessen your turnover, and lessen the way, you having to spend all this money. I mean, I cleaned house so much when I was a director, I had got to call the damn Terminator because I warned you, I did it the right way, but I didn't play because they hired me to do my job. Regardless, I didn't care if I was friends with you. I'm warned you about 3 times. I'm gonna go back. Did you do this? Did you change so-and-so? All right, okay, I'm going back. I'm all my business. I don't micromanage. And I hate for somebody to micromanage me. I will leave a job because I am a leader. That is my sign. I don't need micromanaging. So nobody ain't going to micromanage me like that on the job. I'm going to do my job, okay? But when I did my job, they didn't like it because then I got called the Terminator, because I had to clean the building up. Because the people had got used to, the CNAs had got used to telling the nurses what to do, and the nurses were scared to tell the CNAs what to do, and they wasn't being good role models and supervision for people. So guess what I had to do? I had to go play cleanup so that I can make my job look effective and the facility to be effective, so the facility don't get dinged with deficiencies and federal tags. And I cleaned it up in 3 months and had 2 back-to-back surveys, knew every patient by the time they walked in a probably like a 175 facility, pulling charts. And they like, how you know this about these people? Because I did the care plan. I had to do the care plan, so I had to know, and I had to clean up what the last nurse didn't do and was covering up, getting paid, doing nothing. So then I got called the Terminator because I had to fix up the ones that wasn't working. No, I didn't want to fire nobody. Nobody don't want to get fired. That's the last thing you want to do to somebody. But that was their tower moment. I understand it now because they needed to fix something about themselves. They got hired to do a job. You need to do the job, period. And if you ain't happy at that job, then take your butt to the house and sit it down till you figure out what you want to do. And I tell people in the drive-through that all the time. If they get a shitty attitude with me, I said, I had to get on a person a couple of weeks ago, and I hated to go there with that young girl. Boy, she was so shitty to me. I said, hold the hell up. I said, girl, who the hell you think I am? I said, if you don't want to work, take your ass home. Honey, they had the supervisor down there. Can I help you? I said, you need to go back and talk to her. I said, because if she don't want to be here, she need to be at the house. She's skinning and grinning, checking and coming to scan my water and what? What did I do to deserve that? Yeah, I'm going to check your ass. What? I'm a customer. I told him, you know what I told him? I said, let me tell you what, Mr. Man. I done grocery work. I was a checker. I was a cart buck. When I was in high school, I went and got carts for Kroger's. I got promoted to cashier, the very work that she doing. And I know the customer's always right. So I gave him that line, right? Because from when I was young, it's just stuck in my head. The customer's always right. I don't care if they ugly, they just be a bad day. The customer's always right. So I threw it back in the man's face. The whole manager came down there. My mama was right there, my witness. I said, the customer's always right. And I didn't do nothing to her. And she huffing and puffing like I'm doing something wrong with her, spewing this negative energy on me. And I ain't done nothing to this little young girl. I said, I'm old enough to be your mama. I said, I know I look young, but don't let the sweet taste fool you. If you don't want to be here because you partied, sister girl, take your butt home or call in. Don't go and put that energy on somebody else. I said, you need to go have a talk with her. I told y'all because I was a director, I don't play. You come to work, you work. If you can't work, you go. And that's how some of y'all need to be with your companies, because we wouldn't have the bad healthcare system, the abuse and neglect all across the board. We wouldn't have all of the half stuff done in retail, wherever the job is, or whoever owns the job, or whoever has their company out there. Sometimes you got to take one for the team and get them out of there because they're hurting the morale of everybody else around. And that girl was clearly hurting the morale. This other guy come around here, he look at me like, ma'am, you all right? I said, yeah, I'm fine. I said, but she need to go home. Because evidently she don't want to be here. He just looked around and went back around the other side. And the cashier check came over there. She tried to help. Well, ma'am, you got to sign up. I said, I don't want to sign up for another app. My phone don't work now because of all these apps. I said, I ain't got room. I want to just use my card. I want this water for $1.99. Can you just give me this water for $1.99? Ma'am, I'll get you over there. And so she get me over there, and that's when the store manager come. Ma'am, can I help you? Yeah, she need to go home. She need to start her day over. But you know what? That in all, she had to learn that lesson. That could have been a senior. That could have been anybody. That could have been your mama. It could have been your daddy. You could have been you. It could have been anybody that had not done nothing. But it was the point of, you're frustrated at me for what? When I'm checking out water. I'm buying water. So I say that to say, we got to check ourselves, yes. But I ain't doing no harm. I just ain't going to take no shit that I don't deserve. Okay? And yeah, you pick your own battle, but it's like, that was the moment, you had no right. That was my space. To me, that was my space that you interfered with. So that's why you have to sometimes, and that's how you got to do these jobs. Not saying be like that, because that's just the leader in me. But if you need something changed on a job or a company that you work for, you go to your boss. You go to the higher ups and say, look, I think your company would be better if we did it like this. I had to do that plenty of times in nursing that I worked in. Let's try it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's try it this way to make it better for us. Because it's no fun hiring people every time you turn around. I did so many damn interviews and hiring people and then had to fill in until I got somebody. It was just like, that's a lot on somebody. Because that manager has to work that floor to find that, until they find that right replacement and that right chemistry. But if people just pitch in and do the work that they hired for, a lot of these companies would be better off. Because customer's always right. Now, I'm not saying the customer come in there and act a fool and the customer's always right. You can say, ma'am, yeah, I don't want to serve you today. I have no right. I mean, I can choose that as a place of business to refuse service to anybody within the law, reason, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. But I didn't deserve that. Because I just went in there to get some damn water. And you running up on a problem or a situation because of water. And it wasn't that, I could have kept my mouth shut. It was the moral. It was the moral encompass. It was the ethics, the moral ethics of this that had to be corrected. So when you go to vote or whatever you go to do to get people to do better or to get your jobs to do something that's going to add productivity there for everyone, then you talk about it. That's what communication. When you got something broken in your family, in your home, in your marriage, with you and your person, if this is you and this is your person, you got to sit down. You got to look at it. You got to look at the actuality, because one of y'all going to be lying and one of y'all going to be telling the truth. Or one of y'all going to be doing both. And then there's still actuality. So what is the actuality? We're going to make this marriage work. So what is the actuality? We're going to come together and make this union with you and your soulmate or you and your person work, because it's going to be disagreements. But you ain't got to be all hostile, and you ain't got to lose it. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it. Calm down first and then talk about it, because it can be a solution if you're willing to sit there and find the solution. Oh, baby, I don't like when you did that. That made me feel some type of way. Why did it make you feel that type of way? I don't know. When I was in my last relationship or something, or when this happened to me, or this just makes me feel some type, and maybe it's me, maybe I got trust issues, maybe I got insecurity issues, but I'm working on them. But maybe I read too much in it. Can you help me understand why you did that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? And that's in the community. That's everywhere. That's on the job. That's what your coworker can do that to you. Play too much. You know how people play too much and then they play too much on a bad day and you really mad? Why you doing that? Because I'm not laughing. I'm not in a joking mood. So just help me understand why you thought you could do that to me. You know. So it's the way you communicate. So if there's an obstacle and a challenge in any situation, job, family, home, workplace, community, blah, 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 blase, blah, wherever you can find it at, employment, on the job, you have supervisors there to go talk about it. You got administrators there to go talk about it. And when administrators can't handle it, guess what they got? They got corporate. And I guarantee you, they gonna do something. The administrator could be buddies with the office staff. I've seen it, and not do nothing. But guess what they all got? Higher up above them. And that's where the real money at. And they not going to have no administrator and no office manager messing with their money and giving their company a bad name. They don't want to be on the 5 o'clock news for this, for that. Not taking care of this, not taking care of that, whatever the company is. They ain't trying to be on 5 o'clock news, baby. Call them investigative reporters that love them stories, baby. They get good money probably for them telling them little stories. So it's about communication. So all this is saying, this is about communication. And I'm going to get to it, and you're going to see it in a minute, how everything just played out without me even telling y'all what it is, but you're going to see it's about communication because of the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy and that crack, right? Whatever we need to find a solution to. So now, third eye, mutual energy, number 6. And I happen to be your third eye, right? That amethyst crystal, baby. That beautiful purple. Oh, I love that color. Ain't that some pretty color? Oh, I love it. And this here, third eye, is what? You got the Palace of Coins, and then you got a choice. Interesting that one is red and one is blue. I looked at that, I said, Democrat and Republican. Your spouse, your significant other, you or your job, you or your community, and the mutual energy in the middle. But either way, it's telling you there's always a choice. And there is. You got this side and you got this side. But it never said you just got to stay on this side. It just said you have choices. You have a door. But still, when you go through that door, it's plenty more choices. It's another choice. You just picking the first initial door to go like, I think I'm going to go on this door. I think I'm going to go in this door. And it's about what? Balance. Because like I said, one of y'all could be something else, could be a different religion. Y'all could be a different ethnic, ethnic. You could be married to somebody that y'all don't have the same belief system. Y'all don't have the same traditions. Y'all are interracial. And you still got to find that common balance, y'all. It still goes back to communication, Gemini house, because Gemini house rules the house of communication. So that means teamwork make the damn dream work. That's why I gave y'all the example of working, because it shows wherever you are across the board, teamwork make the dream work. Right? And y'all know that in marriage, teamwork make the dream work. Watch Oblivion. Are we still an effective team? She kept saying that to Tom Cruise. Are we still an effective team? Talking about him and her. Feminine mind and masculine mind. Are we still an effective team? Are we going to work together? Are we still going to be on the same page? And he would go, yes, we're still an effective team. And they'd do something and she wouldn't agree with what he was doing, or he wouldn't agree with what she was doing, because she had the control board, and he would go out and do all the little rounding up the drones or whatever the heck they was doing, and then he'd come back and he'd go, oh, blah, 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 blah. And she'd go like, if she thought something was wrong with him, she'd go, are we still an effective team? And he would look at her, he'd go, yeah, we are still an effective team. Then she went somewhere else, and then they wasn't an effective team in the end, because he wanted to save the planet. You know, and she was probably trying to destroy the planet or do something else. So that's what it is. So it's about working together and communicating. And if you ain't going to have communication in your home, in your family life, in your community, in your organizations, or whatever the heck you want to call it at, and balance this out, the finances, because it's still balanced. I see this as balancing out the finances. That's what I see it at, because this is money. This is a house of prosperity. Palace of coins. Look, working together. So even in y'all house, y'all got to work together. If somebody out there doing all the work, then that got to be somebody in that house cleaning. If homeboy is going out there busting his butt, somebody better have a plate. Somebody better have a hot plate, because they deserve it. They earned it. They went out there and worked for the what? The foundation of the house, the family, the community, or whatever. They doing their part, and you got to do your part. So it's about communication. This whole thing is just speaking to me about Gemini house, and we ain't even in Gemini season. But it's talking about Gemini house, because that must be our crack. That must be the whole world's crack, is not communicating. Communication breakdown, right? So now, Ace of Wands, Two of Cups, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So this is about a union, working together, a marriage, working together. What does a marriage do? Put two people together so two people can work together. Make the team and the dream work together, right? This is you and your heart-to-heart conversation, a passionate conversation with your person, with your company, with the leaders, with the whoever, I mean, wherever y'all want to put this at. If you want to make it relationship wise to you, you can. So it's about you having a passionate heart-to-heart with your person. It's about a passionate heart-to-heart on the Republican people side, or the Democratic people side, and the Republican people side. Like really coming to the table and sitting down and coming up with a real good plan to fix the crack, so nobody don't fall through the crack. And that's what I gave the healthcare scenario or example, because we got people making $9 an hour, $8 an hour, $7 an hour, falling through the cracks. Falling through the cracks. Yes, people still work out there making $750, $850 an hour. Who can afford that? When on a regular day, we all need to just be able to survive for that one day, probably at least $120 to $150. is $7. I'm gonna just do $8 because I know $8.50 still exists for CNAs. It's $8.50. If they worked a double, still ain't $120 for that day. And think of the miles they may have in that house. And then they got to get back to work. Gas, the prices of gas. If they're not on a bus system, a train system, a transit system. And then what if somebody gets sick? So for any human to really survive from day to day, you looking at they should at least, with the cost of groceries going up and gas done going up, gas and milk is the same damn near price. At one time, I would go and compare the milk to the gas to see how much I was really getting. I would go like, when the gas was like $2 something, I was like, $2 what? And then I go look at the grocery store and the milk was like, a gallon of milk was $2 or $3. And I'm like, I know the difference of weight and substance and stuff, but you know they both liquid, right? So I'm looking like, this all is a gallon? A gas? No wonder I'm running out. So this $2 and some cent gonna give me a gallon of milk? Of gas? And some people don't get it. That's what you was paying. Now it's easing up. It's like 170 something, 178, 79, but it's headed back up. Because we coming in probably the winter. So it might go up again. But it's just like, oh my gosh. So imagine somebody and that person scared to talk, scared to ask for help. And people that do a little bit better, we just overlook them. I've given so many of my CNA stuff, lunch money, bought them stuff when they didn't have nothing, helped them out because I knew I made a little bit more. Heck, barely what I made was enough at the times, but I knew I made enough to help that person out. They had to get home. They had to get a bus. They lived in South Dallas somewhere and had to get their bus pass so they can get to the job that they had that's barely paying them. Did I have to? No. Was they my family? Not in a sense, but we was a collective. And I understood. And I had compassion. I didn't overlook the fact that they was a CNA, that they wiped butt all damn day and gave showers and fed people. That's the hardest fucking job in the healthcare system to do. And I know because I used to be one too. Before I chose to go back. Didn't last long. I woke the fuck up quick, real quick. I said, oh, hell no, I'm not cleaning ass for the rest of my life. Not like this. And I went right back. In less than 3 months, I was a nurse. Like I had said, bye, I'm going back to nursing school. This ain't where I'm stopping at. I love it. I love the industry, but it made me more compassionate as a nurse, as a charge nurse, because I got my hands dirty right along with them. And anybody that ever worked with me in 24 years in the health industry will say that one right there, when you called her, she was there cleaning ass with you. She was there helping you in the shower. She would stop what she doing to go, because you know what? I did it. And it ain't nothing trying to change a person by yourself. That is some hard work when you can't find nobody. So ain't no nurse too good that they can't go their ass down that floor and help they CNA or PC tech that when they need help with a patient, they think because they making the money, they too good to go down there and clean and turn and lift and change these people, because you get them like that because they get stuck on stupid. Thinking because they making more dollars, I'm above that. I was a director and still doing it. And still found a way to do my paperwork. When they couldn't find their nurse and their nurse was somewhere else busy and they needed a shower or needed to lift somebody up, they knew to come get me. Because they knew I was going to stop what I was doing to go help them. Because I did that work. And it don't matter if I did it for 3 months. I got an experience to know how hard it was to respect them. Because they're human too. And it's not their fault the system don't pay them enough. That job ain't paying them enough. They doing what they got to do to feed their family. And they love helping people. So they stand there and they take that pay, even though they get joy out of helping somebody do it. caring for somebody else, mom and daddy, auntie and uncle. And we want to look down on them. That's doing the so-called, I'm going to call it dirty work, because it's the work nobody want to do. Nobody want to do that work. Nobody want to clean the floors and take out the trash in the school system. Nobody want to be the janitor. Do you know how much money you can make if you had your own janitor company? It's what you're thinking. It's always a job for somebody. You ain't got to be the janitor, but you can own the janitor company. I had a CNA that had a patient, and we happened to show up at the same time. And we just talking, and I say, hey, I'm the nurse, because they don't meet me for the first time, so they'll know who I am and who they need to give report to. If we overlap for let them finish, and then but just say, okay, who are you? You the regular person? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm so and so. If anything happened when you just hit me up, blah blah blah. Guess what she was doing? Her and her spouse started their own granite company, cleaning granite tile. So she might have been in one thing, but you never know what somebody working towards. So you don't look down on nobody, because what are you doing? What kind of action are you taking for your family to change that solution and close that gap? But you want to look down on somebody and you don't know what she doing on the side while she working to build her own company up and her own family up. But you prejudging people because you think they taking a low. When I worked at Great Clips, I'm giving y'all these examples so you can see how people do you. Even some Indian people, because their culture is they look down on hairstylists. That's like the littlest thing you can do. I went to work for Great Clips. I sure did. Because I wanted to learn how to cut hair because I didn't get enough in school. And I wanted to learn how to cut hair. I cut hair. This shit is oblivious to me because I make more as a nurse. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for a sister, but I'm going to do it. I go and I stand on my feet, got to cut in 2 to 15 hours. A haircut every time. On cement. Do a good job. I get tipped $1. I'm looking like, what? You getting a $15, $16 haircut? I done finished in record time, and you gonna tip this little old girl $1? And the wage wasn't nothing but either when you start out $9 to $10 an hour. So I went to get the experience so I know what I'm talking about to bag the shit up. Because I'm that type of person. I got to see some shit. I wants to see how this shit working. Where it's at. What kind of system this is. Is this something I'm finna dedicate the rest of my life to? So I got to see how hard I'm really going to have to work at this. So $70 a day. And you done did average of 20, I'll say 20 to 30, 35 haircuts in the time you was there. And your tip might have cleared $15, $10, $20 on top of the 70. So you got 90. So remember I said to live for that day, 120 to 150. But you want me to cut in record motherfucking speed and be good at it. Not that it can't be done, because it can be done. It's possible. I've done it, and other people do it too. But the tip we give for people's service, when they have those type of waiting jobs, food jobs, where they're waiting tables, they're bartenders, they're getting a low pay rate anyway. And we're not tipping for the service, the quality of service we're getting from these people. $1 is an insult. You know what I had one give me? A penny. What am I going to do with a penny? How many of y'all been treated like that? How many of y'all know you gave good service? Did the 120-yard dash and you got nothing, or you got $1 or $2. Bust your butt to the table, back and forth. No, you went back and forth, checking on them, kept they water on the table, kept this on the table. Why you think they do that? Because they banking on the tip. They're not banking on the hour, because the hour that ain't gonna do nothing. The tip supposed to make up for it. And yeah, I understand we just go out and sometimes we don't have the extra. Because I do it too. If I don't have the extra to donate to it, but sometimes I had to discipline myself to at least give them something. But I ain't never finna insult nobody and give them no damn penny. I just as well not give them nothing. Because I can take not getting nothing. But when you go insult me and give me a penny, I can look at it another way. I can. I done my job. The universe gonna reward me, and that's all that matters. But that's the lesson. We ain't working together. And that's the show, we ain't working together. Even if people got it, they ain't trying to, even if you do a service, they still not trying to give you anything. So where's the solution? Where's the obstacle? Where's the challenge at? Where's the challenge at? Other two cards. It's just something to think about. You know, other two cards, 9 of Swords in reverse and the Seahorse. The Seahorse tells me we got communication coming in. The 9 in reverse is saying, you know, 9 this way is somebody ending up a cycle. This is not coming out of a cycle, right? Somebody stuck in a cycle. They're not communicating. They're not letting their feelings and their emotions out. So we get this from political parties where we don't get no type of emotion for them. So we don't know. It kind of shades it almost goes back to this card right here. Because when you're not showing somebody your emotion and you're just so like you don't have no sympathy for people, for humanity or the world or people's condition, that's like somebody being deceptive almost, because they're not letting their emotions show or having some type of sympathy towards somebody that's less off. That and yeah, the customer at Great Clips ain't got to know what we getting paid. They might think we get paid a whole lot, but I'm basing it off of service, the quality of your service. And if somebody give you quality of service, I don't care if they black, white, Chinese, and the other Indian and nothing else. It's the service. What kind of service am I getting? What kind of reciprocity am I getting for my service that I'm giving you? If I'm cleaning your damn house, and I don't care if you black, white, Hispanic, and anything else, what kind of service tip am I getting for cleaning your house? Because I love to clean. I don't mind cleaning because that's just something I get joy. It's relaxing. It's what I do. Look at Summer Walker. Wasn't she cleaning? Wasn't Sister Girl cleaning something? Janitor and something other. Wasn't she doing? And she be singing while she cleaning. That what she chose to do. I ain't mad at her. Now look at her. Now look at her. So that's why I say you can't knock what people choose to do. People have passion for different things. That's their service to their portion of being service to humanity is doing something that where that need arises. That's what your creator put you here to do, is that certain little thing that is going to give you passion and enjoyment or whatever you're doing. And yeah, sometimes we fall into shit by accident because we really don't want to do it, but we take it because we got to feed our families. And then sometimes when we do shit like that, we get stuck doing that shit and we don't know how to come out of that energy to say, no, this is what I really want to do for my life. Because you've been doing this for so long and it's comfortable now because it's all you know, that now you don't even want to progress. And that's how we become a lazy people. That's how come we all become a stagnant people. That's how come we all become a stagnant world. Because nobody wants to change. And the first card is about change. The obstacles and challenge is about change. So that means because we're stagnant, it's all because nobody wants to change overall to help everybody out. Nobody's showing sympathy. I ain't say feel sorry for people. I'm saying compassion. Nobody wants to show compassion for the CNA. Nobody wants to show compassion for the veterans, the homelessness. Nobody wants to show compassion for abused children, for battered women, for domestic violence, for suicidal people or people that have mental issues, mental health issues. Nobody wants to show compassion. And we're all part of the solution. Somewhere in there we are. I don't know where your part is, but we all are part of it. I don't even know how many minutes I'm on. I gotta hurry up. Okay, so that was the end of that. Now, I don't need to do no challenges because it really was about communication. Oh my God, I don't even know if I could. God, I wish I had that paper. But I'm going to say it, and then you will know. Because I still kind of got it in my head. Some of it. What did I do with that paper? I don't know if I threw that damn thing away or not. I don't know. I'm going to just say briefly what it is. If we got Kanye, I'm using him as an example because it popped up he was running. And we got Trump because he already the president. Right? He already our president. And now we got Kanye on the ballot amongst Joe Biden and all them. But it just intrigued me about Kanye and Trump. 45. And I said, okay, we getting some strange election stuff going on. So I start researching their birthday. Do y'all know they both are Geminis? Do y'all know one is either the 4th, 6th, or 14th? I can't remember because I don't have it. One of them are, one's before the other one, the 4th or the 8th, something like that. They're Geminis. So what does Gemini, where's my wheel? What does Gemini house what's the Gemini? Oh Lord, I'm tearing my paper. What does Gemini house represent? The house of communication. Was this not the whole reading, the house of communication? Dealing with the house of communication, the swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, right? So it was dealing with the house of communication. And I'm like, okay, now what's really going on? Let me go a little bit deeper into this. So then I start adding up all their little numbers, their birthday, right? Do you know you come up with 9-6? You come up with 9-6. And I said, oh my goodness. What an interesting outcome. Gemini season? Because it's supposed to be what? The twins, right? It's the twins. And I sat there and I said, now what's really going on? So are we finally going to come together and communicate now? The left side and the right side, the husband and the wife, the job and the employees. Because I'm looking at everything now. The healthcare system versus the people. Or whoever, does the healthcare industry, taking care of the people. Are we going to finally start communicating now? Is that what this is going to be about? I'm just throwing my opinion out there. I'm just, playing around in my head sometimes, with my thoughts, trying to figure out where all this going, trying to see the perspective of something. Because I kind of learned, like with stocks, you got to kind of look 3 days into the future. I learned that from one of them stock person that said that when I was listening to one of their videos, and I was like, 3 days in the future. Don't look too far in the future, but look 3 days into the future. Right? And I was like, so that means to me, I'm hoping, because the hope card came out and the sun card came out on both sides, that now we get two people that's really going to come to the table and really dissect what's the breakdown in the 9-6 or the 6-9 or between the black and the white issues or whatever the case may be. Like I said, you can take it to you and your person, you and your husband, you and your soulmate, you and your job, you and your whatever, your career move. I don't care where you put this whole scenario, because it's for everybody and it can go anywhere, because it's still going to stand the same. But the same thing is saying is hope to be gotten, or positive to be gotten on both sides. And it's not a negative reading. It's only light intended, only purposes for positivity of the sun. So it's like, are they going to now come together and really try to really fix the issues that we're having now? Because Kanye being kind of representing black people, right? And I'm like, both of y'all are Geminis. So I'm like, okay. And we always play like the Gemini is the evil twin. One is an evil twin, right? One is bad and one is good. So is the good and the bad side finna come together? If the disagreements are in the family between the husband and the wife, or the boyfriend and the girlfriend, or the significant other, are y'all finna come together now and work together and communicate for the good, for the foundation of the structure of the family, right? Of whatever systems are broken in your corporations, in corporate America, or anywhere else around the world that's not doing right by the people. So, or is this the fact that the people now are going to really start doing their homework and look at why they're voting this side and why they're voting this side, and just take that suggestion or that whatever that opinion of, maybe I need to look at what everybody's issues are. What are they? What's passionate about this side versus this side? What's passionate about my wife? What's passionate about my partner, my spouse? And how can I help? How can we build a team? How can we work this to benefit the family structure? Excuse me, the family structure in our family. Oh, how can we pick the best outcome for our family, so our family structure works? And so our job structure works when we're on the job. How can we get along with our coworkers? How can all the departments that's broken down, administrative, dietary, whatever, and I'm using nursing as a thing because that's what I do, housekeeping, because I know how they broke down the system in there. And janitor and porters and pharmacists and Medicare hall and the other hall, the regular hall, Medicaid hall. How do we all work together in this nursing facility to make this a better nursing facility where it's not getting deficiencies, right? And tags, because they can go bankrupt trying to pay back all that money that they got paid. Even in home health. Everybody get tags, and hospitals can get tags and deficiencies too. So, federal tags. So, how in a hospital can you work together and make that hospital better and make that hospital be about really health care for people that don't even have it? Because now you understand what they get paid. And it's not that they can help, that they get paid, and this system is making them pay the insurance plan for somebody that's already wealthy. I'm just throwing questions out there. I'm just throwing thinking questions, like, if we want to really fix the system and make it an effective team for everybody and make it be positive progress for everybody, then those are some issues, because different people do different things. Everybody ain't able to start their own business. Everybody don't want to start their own business. People love what they do, some of them. Some of them, like I said, they fall into it. Like, you might work at a car wash. It saves you from washing your car if you the lazy person that don't want to wash it. But they ain't probably getting nothing either, because they have the tip thing right there at the damn outside waiting for a tip. And we get our car washed spick and span, and guess what? None of us probably put nothing in them damn things. But some people probably do. Because they know, shit, I didn't want to do it. Shit, I'm glad you there doing it. Because shit, it's too hot. Whatever excuse we make. So it's just to let you go to know We're all responsible for each other. That you lucky that person want to clean your car. Right? You got somebody to clean it because you don't want to be out there sweating and cleaning it. And if you don't mind it, yeah, you'll get out there and clean it. That's fine and dandy too. But where you're getting services from other people, in general, no matter the color, are you rewarding these people? Are you giving them something, you know, for their service and not just looking at them and think that they ain't got a family back home to feed? They're doing it out of the kindness and goodness of their heart, and because they might enjoy what they're doing, and then we come along and we don't want to tip them for the good service that they done. And like I said, I'm guilty too, because sometimes I don't have it. I got to do something else with it. But if I used to work at Sonics, and my children will tell you, when I was in high school, I used to work in Sonics. That was like my first job. And we had roller skates back then, so I used to roller skate and do Sonics back home in my hometown. And I would be so mad because I was a good little old roller skater, carrying that food when I wanted to wear them roller skate and going to the people's car. And I was good with it, and I was quick with it, and I was very kind and polite. And all I got was like minimum wage. I think it was $4.25 an hour back then in Mississippi, in Macomb, Mississippi. And then I was like, they wouldn't give me no dollar. They wouldn't even give old little girl $1. You know? And you know how you can just tell people that got money? I was like, they had $1. They gave me a $20 bill. I gave them change back. You know, that's just me. So then I'm like, okay. So now when I go to Sonics, if I go to Sonics, it's like 99%. If I ain't pulling out a card or something, because I don't like to put a dollar tip on a card, I usually have it in my pocket, or if I'm paying in cash, I give it to them. Now I give them $1 at least, because I know it's adding up, because I know when I worked at Sonics, I didn't get no tips plenty of times, and I was wanting that for my children. I was wanting that for my food for them, to get me back to work the next day. I was banking on that goddamn tip. I ain't shame. Ain't no fucking shame in my motherfucking game, baby. Some of y'all too fucking sadistic, like you done forgot where the fuck you came from. Yeah, some people don't want to remember, but it's still there, and you still got to deal with the trauma behind it, regardless. But I'm saying, it didn't make me hostile. It didn't make me this, that, and the other. It just made me respect the person that does that now. And so now when I go to Stunning, because I love them fried ass onion rings, because to me, they got the best onion rings in the fucking world right now. And every time I got a taste for onion rings, I'm going to a fucking Sonic. And that's what I get. Them damn onion rings. I used to love the cherry limeade and the goddamn onion rings. So every time I go, when people come out, I make sure I have $1 to get them. If I don't give them more, because I know they waiting on that. Now they might get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 now an hour, but I still give them that $1. They didn't get what I was getting back in the day, but I still give them that $1 because they brought my food out hot. They brought it out in good timing. You know, they spoke to me when they came to the car. So what's $1? You might be the only $1 they get that day. You can't even buy damn bread damn near with $1 down unless you in Dollar Tree or Dollar Store or somewhere. Bread damn almost $3. Some of it is if it's whole wheat. That ain't gas. That ain't even gas to put in that sister or brother's car. So I look at stuff like that. If you got it to give, yes, give it. Give a little, give something. Because it helps that family, and that's us helping everybody. That's us helping everybody. Because everybody helping everybody. Somewhere. Okay? Doing something. Wherever we can leave a tip. Even valet. You got to pay the valet. They supposed to get tips too. I don't know what they get paid. I don't know if they got to split that with the people that's out there or what. Starbucks, they got to get paid. All these see, one thing I learned about that franchise shit, and all because I went to one place of business, Great Clips. it taught me something about that franchise shit. Those people depend on those tips too, to make up the difference from what they really not getting paid. And that's what's happening. And I saw that firsthand with my own eyes, so can't nobody dispute that shit. If you go work and you've worked in one, you know. Then I said, let me go do some eyelashes. Now, y'all know I just wanted to see. I wasn't going to do no eyelashes because this is formaldehyde, and I'm not trying to harm nobody's vision. I'm not trying to be a part of that shit. But as a hairstylist, I can go do eyelashes too. So I go to an interview because I'm just curious, is it set up like Great Clips? Is that corporate? Is that franchise? How the franchise really work? Okay, let me see if it's a pay difference. I'm thinking I'm gonna get more because hell, I gotta bend my back looking over in your eyes and your breath in your face like this, putting little damn eyelashes on. So my back is in jeopardy right now if I do that, if I take that line of work, right? Because I'm a nurse, so I'm thinking body alignment. Is it gonna be good on my back or is it gonna hurt my goddamn back, right? So I go to the interview to find out, same thing. I was like, oh, hell to the no, I ain't finna do that and then hurt my back doing this number all damn day, looking at somebody's eyelashes, putting in, fixing and replanting and all this stuff. I said, I'll pass. Now, if push came to shove, I would have did it, yeah, because I would have had the job. But I was just more or less trying to see if it was set up the same way. Was I going to run into the same thing, getting dollar tips or not getting tipped right according to the type of work and service I was doing? Was I going to be rewarded fairly from this other person that I was giving this service to? And no, you can't change people. You can't. You can only do better yourself. And that's why this is an example. So this is an example to challenge you to do better yourself. If you haven't been doing it, to do better yourself, do your part. No matter what the other person part did, it don't change. That because none of these people didn't give me nothing but a penny or a dollar for when I did do stuff, it does not change the type of person that I am. It just reflects the type of person that they are. That's all it does. It's a reflection of them. It's not a reflection of me. It's a reflection of them. Because I'm going to do my part regardless of you give me nothing, okay? If you still give me a penny, I'm still going to do my part. Because that's just who I am. Right? So each and every person should be challenged to do their part. Regardless of what somebody did, regardless of what history say, regardless of what we think or feel or opinionated and guessing about. If you hadn't went in there and saw it for yourself in black and white, you shouldn't even be talking about it. Because you ain't went in there and lived that experience, even if that experience was for 3 months like I did with CNA, even if that experience was 4 or 5 months at Great Clips, even if it was for an interview at the eyelash place. Amazing Eyelash. It was to see for myself if this was a real opportunity for me or was it not a real opportunity for me. And that's what we had come out. Where is it at? And some of y'all are missing opportunities because 7 of Cups about illusion and opportunities. So some of y'all were missing the opportunities and illusions that could have helped you got out of the hole of financial struggle or burdens or whatever the case may be, or marital problems or whatever the job problems is, because you didn't what? You didn't go check it out. Because you didn't go see. You just assumed or speculated something. And you didn't go see to see what it really was about. Was this an illusion, or was this really an opportunity for me to advance financially? So you're missing opportunities because you're not looking in a balanced mindset, feminine, masculine energy. Therefore, you're missing your opportunities of a lifetime. So we can't blame one side. That's to say this. We can't blame it's the Republicans' fault. We can't even blame it's the Democrats' fault, because we were supposed to go see. We were supposed to go check it out for ourselves. We were supposed to get off our lazy ass and just go sit in a seminar. Go sit in a home-based business seminar and you got your own intuition to say if this is for me. And then, you know how many I done tried out? Did them for a little bit and then said, I don't want that. I don't want to do this one. But I tried. So it's no failure. It's a lesson learned. And I learned a lot by doing home-based business and seeing which one was going to work for me and which one was going to benefit me, or how I felt, or if I believed in the product. Because if you don't believe in the product of a service of a home-based business, you're not going to stick with it and be passionate enough to do it. So you got to find something that you, in all these Indy 500 companies and all these dang MLMs and home-based businesses or whatever y'all want to categorize this damn shit as, there's still opportunities for you to make money is what I'm saying. So really everything has been evened out. Because you see this even pinnacle, these two pinnacles, they holding up like, yeah, if you really want it, here's the stock market. Here's these KARATBARS. Here's these home-based businesses of every kind. They got cleaning products. They got vegan products for vegans. They got clothing, something you cleaning material or whatever the heck they are. Body girdles and stuff. They got CBD, for healthcare. You got, they all across every fucking spectrum. Industry, damn near. But the first thing we said was, that's a scam. If you got money off of it, is you gonna call it a scam? If it put money in your bank account, is you gonna call it a scam then? Or you just saying it because that's what everybody else said and you just feel that that's what everybody gonna think it is when you come and approach somebody to do it? They gonna call, some of them are gonna still say it, but that's because they didn't go check it out. That's because they didn't go weigh the option. Whether it was what they wanted to do or not. They just going off what they've heard. I've done that before too, until I tried a few of them and got a few checks. When I got a few checks, I was like, okay, so if you put this to work, it really will work for you. You really will get some money. I've seen some big ass checks. $20,000 a month checks. $15,000 a month checks, $10,000 a month checks. Being proactive, taking action. What? The challenge and the obstacle card. So whose fault is this? Whose fault is this? We got to go back to what? Self. That was the reason of me trying these different branches of nursing. That was this reason for me trying these different branches in real estate or doing real estate, buying, selling. This is me doing the different branches in hair. I could be a cosmetologist and do hair. I can go cut men's hair only and maybe little boys' hair and a couple of little girls if they come in there, or women. Or I can go and do eyelashes. Or I can go and do pedicures or facials because I hold that license, so I could do that too. If I want to, I just can't be an esthetician unless I go get them extra 700 hours probably, and then I can do hair and be esthetician. Or I can just stick with doing facials when I do hair. Like giving you a face massage. I got that license, so I can do that. I can open up a place by myself just doing that for y'all and rack the fuck up. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, where's the opportunity at? I can go back, get another 500-700 and be a men's barber. Really get my skills up and cut all kind of hair. And with a straight razor. I can be a barber. Because even in cosmetology, it has different branches. Right? Even in nursing, it has different branches, so you can play around and see where you feel at home at. Which part of nursing you enjoy. Which part of cosmetology you enjoy. You like hair coloring and just strictly dye coloring? You can go do straight color and be a cosmetologist, just mess with color. And rack up $110 a head, sometime $130. Eyelashes, making $120,000 to $150,000 a year doing just eyelashes because you got a cosmetology license and all you doing now is eyelashes, 3D eyelashes. 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 3D e Back when I did my certificate, it said the Russian, called them something. The Russian, the real thick, where they look real thick, y'all. They real heavy and real sexy, but they look real thick and like they real close. They had said that to put those on people was $5,000. Pretty close to $5,000. And people playing it because when they go to like New Year's parties or Christmas parties and all these, you know, fancy, wealthy parties, they want that Russian thick look. And they paying, they probably tipping well, I would assume then. But even doing makeup artists do real good if they know how to market themselves. They can do celebrity makeup artists. They can do celebrity hair. I went to school with a guy, he wanted to be a celebrity hairstylist. He thought big. He was like, no, I ain't gonna forget a salon. Forget me. I want to be a celebrity. I don't know whatever happened to him. But, you know, that was his goal. He thought big. He thought really big. And he did damn hair good for a guy. Hell, he did it damn better than me. I was like, maybe I need to let you mentor me back again or something. Because you know what? You even gooder than this. With me, I like natural hair. You see what I'm saying? I don't like all the chemicals. I don't want to be a part of that. But that's just my choice. That's like your choice, you know, to be vegan. You want to deal with what? Foods that's vegan, shops that got vegan options. Well, guess what? If you ain't got none, go open up a vegan shop. Go open up a juice shop. Go open up a flower shop. Think big. Think big, and then the opportunities will show up. But you got to think big first. You got to think, how am I going to find the solution to this crack? These obstacles. Well, shit. Think big. It was a sword. It was the Queen of Swords out. Start thinking. You're only limited by your thinking. That's it. Your confidence in your thinking, and your altitude and your attitude, and your longitude. And because you know why? It's how long you gonna go. It's how wide you gonna go. It's what did I say? Longitude, latitude, your altitude, how you feel about it. And we say it's 90% of it. 10% is whatever the other scenario of it go. And then it's your what? Your altitude. How confident you are. So if you understand those four, that's why you're where you're at. Because of not applying those right, or not thinking big in those longitude, latitude, altitude, and your damn attitude need adjustment. That's why. And I'm the first to admit it. When you change those four, because I didn't have the right attitude, I didn't have the right longitude, meaning can I go the distance until I see some residual? I didn't have the right latitude. Did I have the wing, the how do you say the wingspan, like of a bird or something, how they branch out? They go, when that eagle or that vulture or that whatever go like that, and you see that wingspan from each side. I didn't have the right, what did I say, altitude and latitude, altitude and attitude, because I was going off of what I was hearing other people comment about this or comment about that. And so I just was this, well, no, I don't want to do that. That's a scam. I heard that was a pyramid scheme. Some of them are, yeah. Some of them may be. But that's why it's called investigation. That's why it's called look into it, okay? And just weed out the ones that's not. Because the scammers are in there with us anyway. You got people calling you on your phone. You can get scammed any day. That's just part of the system. You got hacked. You can get hacked any day. That's just part of the system. People ain't got shit to do but sit down and look on the shit and try to crack codes all day. That's part of it. But is that going to stop you from doing it? So you're going to let that excuse be your excuse to stop you from thinking big and getting out there and expanding your wingspan, your reach. I had somebody, and I gave them a big shout out because that was my first. I've had people from Gambia, UK. I had people from the Philippines, living in Saudi Arabia. I had somebody comment from was it Ireland? Wingspan, altitude. But at first I couldn't see that because my thinking was so limited to my condition I was in. And when I broke out of my condition, it opened up everything else. But you got to want to open up. You got to want to communicate with each other. You got to want to help each other out. We got to want to stick together, everybody. We got to want to do this and pitch in wherever we see we need to pitch in, because your creator put you on this planet to pitch in when you meet this person. Your creator put you in to fit in and help this person get to their next destination, because that's what you, being part of the creator, the whole God system, was what came down here to do. And look how many people we overlooked along the way. Look how many people we overlooked. And only you know the reason why you overlooked them. I ain't got to know, but you know. Because you got to check yourself. That judgment is on you. It ain't on me. Because the ones I could help, trust the fuck I helped if I had it to help. I done been downtown feeding the homeless. Got my hashtag 40. I don't even know if I deleted it. It was a group. Me and my children went down feeding the homeless. Giving out water, giving out cans of food a few times. Hashtag feed 48. I started that group. I don't even know where it's at. I don't even know if I got it. I did something. We made them sandwiches. We gave them canned foods that all they had to do, if they didn't have a can open, just peel it back, whether it was fruit or hot dogs or whatever the heck it was. And cold bottles of water. Didn't matter what color they were. If we, ma'am, sir, you want this? Ma'am, sir, you want this? One lady got mad at us and damn near cussed us out. We were tripping out. We were like, we trying to help you out. I don't want that. She just went the hell off on us. We was like, okay. If you don't want this sandwich and food I'm offering and this bottle of water, because it was hot as hell, baby, okay, I ain't trying to insult you or your creator. It was a lady, Pat, I damn near thought I was going to have to do CPR. She was laid out on the damn sidewalk on a side like this, and we was on our way back to the car, and we had some left, and we was like, I was like, is she okay? Because it was hot. I was like, is she breathing? Because I'm a nurse, so I'm looking like, is she alive? So I'm like, wait a minute now, ancestors, wait, what's really going on? Yeah. So we like, ma'am, excuse me. And she kind of moved. Would you like some water and, a sandwich and some drink? And she was like, yeah. She put that stuff right by there, and we gave her extra. Because she was just laid out. I guess she was just taking a break and resting. But I was worried. I was like, okay, this was kind of weird, because it was out on the sidewalk downtown. And I was like, she wasn't in a corner against a wall or a building in the out. She was right damn near she was on the sidewalk, like you walked right past this woman. How many of y'all would have stopped? How many would have had compassion to stop and offer water that you had, offer food that you had? Yeah, we went down there with the intentions of doing it, but even on our way to the car, we saw another one we still had left. We ended up giving her a little bit extra. When we got ready and we didn't want to bring nothing home, sometimes they got more. We did as much, one every time. And then on the way back, whatever was left we wanted to get rid of, sometimes they got 2 bags of food, chips and a sandwich and drinks and 2 bottles of water, or however many they wanted to get. We can do that any day of the week. We can do that any day of the week. You can take your family, your children, or whoever you want to take, but any day of the week. Because they out there every day of the year. Every day of the year. Even in your, you ain't even got to go that far. They in your own little city. And I'm not doing it to brag or boast, but that was put on our heart to do. And we did it until my daughter had started having problems and we wasn't able to continue it because she was having problems with the pregnancy. And we never got back to get back out there and do it. And then all of a sudden, this stuff happens. And now I'm like, well, ooh, where are they really at now? Who feeding them now? Because if we all in the house, who feeding them? Where they at? Where Tent City at? They still human? Matter of fact, I ain't even really seen them that much. Not when this started, I hadn't seen them. I'm like, where they at? Where'd they go? Because normally you would see them. So we all can do some part. We all ain't too good and too sedity. And even if you had $1 million and you didn't want to go, of course, and do that, but that's why we got charities and foundation. So even the rich folks do give. They give through the charities and the foundation, and they leave it up to the foundation and the charities to do that work for them because they doing other stuff with that time. But people like us, we ain't rich yet. We ain't up there in the big leagues yet. So we got to go walk downtown and hand out bottles of cold water. We got to do the leg work because that's the level we're at. So if you don't like the level you're at, raise the altitude, raise the attitude, expand the longitude, or reach for the latitude, or whatever the heck. Latitude, longitude, vertical, horizontal, vertical, however you want to call it. It ends up being this. It ends up being across. Ooh, 2:30. I finally get to see how long I've been on here. I gotta go. But anyway, that was just a little exercise for us to think about. To see where we need to adjust those attitudes and those longitudes. And really to overall look at how we're working together as a collective energy. As a collective energy, a collective species. Because we see, as them examples that I gave, it really do affect everybody. The fact that those people, black, white, Indian, didn't give me nothing but $1 for cutting their hair affected what? Me. And to some degree. Either it's gonna affect me to make a change, or it's gonna affect me to become more hostile or angered or jealous or bitter. But I chose not the bitter side. I chose to not let it affect me and continue to be my positive self and know that it's nothing that I did wrong to warrant that type of I don't know what reciprocation, I guess, or whatever. At least I didn't think it. But you could have thought it in another lifetime. Maybe you were the one that wronged that person in another lifetime, and maybe now this lifetime, it's coming back on you, and now you got the way you respond is your karma for next lifetime. Did y'all ever think about that? That's why it's called South Node and North Node. What baggage you came here with, and what you aspiring to become and be. And everybody should hope and want to aspire to be better. Right? So when they enter in again, South Node, what you come in here with gets lighter and lighter. Gets more clearer and clearer. Gets more peaceful and peaceful. That's what you would want, or we would hope, I think, as overall people, okay? Because we still people. We still people, right? Everybody's still people, regardless. We still people. Constitution said we the people. That's all I know. That's what y'all said that Joker said. It said we the people. That's what y'all said. Is it not? Did y'all not say it said we the people? Let's see. I was going to do astrology. And then I can go. So spirit source energy on this reading for both sides or for the husband and wife. Give me one card for each and a mutual energy. That's all I want because I don't want to be elaborating another hour. It's just the way we look at things. It's our perception, y'all, we need to change. It's our perception that's the challenge. And to each his own eye of the beholder is true. But even each to eye, the eye of the beholder, even you still need to make some adjustments in your own lens, in your own perception. It's just y'all are fighting it. That's why that card came in reverse. I forget what card it was. What card was it that it was in reverse just now? Whatever it was, I have to listen back at the beginning and see. That's why it was in reverse. So even you can't be afraid to change your perception because things around you change. It doesn't affect you. You see how I was treated, right? Did it affect me? No, because I didn't let it. I adjusted my perception and tried to have a little bit of understanding about the whole thing and tried to learn the lesson in the whole thing. And when you look at it that way, it's easier for you to change the way you perceive things. But if you're going to get so hung up on judging stuff before you actually go out and try it, then that's where the misconception is going to lie at. That's where the falsehood is going to lie at, even on your part, because you're talking about something that you didn't initially go out there and try, that you didn't even see the results from. A lot of those home-based businesses, y'all, is something that you can do. It's really something that you can do. Find the one that you like, or you like the product and you tried the product and you want to do it. They got prepaid legal out there. Legal services and stuff like that. They got a whole lot of stuff out there you can do depending on what your interest is in. Cleaning products, body products, you got Uber, you got Lyft, you got Instacart, you got Swift. Delivering groceries is all that shit is like Uber. So it's different things you can go out there and do if you really want to find extra ways to bring income into your house so that you can do the things you want to do. Invest in the things that really mean to you, or whatever you're trying to do. Whatever that family is trying to do. Right? Start your own business. Do a laundromat, do a car wash, do a mobile car wash, do a mobile mechanic. If you're a mechanic, have your own mobile. Y'all know what I saw the other day? And I took a picture and I forgot to post it on my page for y'all. I said, what the bejeebus? Looked out my window. Y'all know what I saw? Y'all gonna flip. Maybe not. A mobile gym. A man that trains, and he had a van, and the van was wrapped. And I said, brilliant. Because I'm like, you know how many trainers I know? My son and daughter is fitness trainers. I know some personally. I said, brilliant. He got a van and he wrapped it with his business on. He come to you. And I thought, brilliant. Because how many of us lazy and don't want to get up and go to the gym? So it's just like those home masseuse people, the massage therapists. They can have if you're a massage therapist out there, you can wrap a van or whatever, a car, and advertise your business. To advertise your car, your business on a car ain't nothing. That ain't that much money. Depending on what you want to do. And if you want to wrap your car. But I'm saying that was advertisement. So wherever he parked at, and he just happened to be out there, and I was like, I ain't never seen this. The first time I seen this on a vehicle. I said, dang, that joker thinking ahead. Where's the industries going? Where's technology going? Where is things moving in what direction, y'all? And if you're not thinking where things are moving in direction, that's how you get left behind. Because you're trying to stay stuck in that perception of yours that is fucked up and it's time to get out of it. You know, to be real. But that's what it's about. It's about you looking at where things are headed and what has the potential to still be in the money-making category or productive category for us in the future as a people. And that's how stock markets and stuff think. That's how that shit go. It go like that. It go like that. Whether you believe in stock market investing and all that stuff, and whether you know how or not, is people out there you can go get a financial advisor. Go online and you pay them $6 and they trade for you if you don't feel comfortable doing it. It's maybe $6.95 a trade. I did a little research. A guy helped me out. Man just put the damn information in my lap. I said, why? I said, where did this come from? Who did this? Like, why was I picked to give this information to? And then I done had more than one instance where I see it coming because I'm looking 3 days in the future. Like the dude said, that I was looking at his share thing. I can't think of his name. And I kept saying 3 days in the future, 3 days in the future. Okay, just look at 3 days in the future when you looking at shit. I said, okay. I saw it, what that man gave me. I said, damn, I keep telling my children, that's exactly what that man said. That's all I could keep saying is that's exactly what he told me. So then me and my son went to the I'm here to help y'all out with something. Just cause. Thank me later. Me and my son went to the mall yesterday. Early. Because I ain't want to be in no crowd. But. And I get out. Well, I go because I ain't been in the mall in God, I don't know when. Probably, this was what, we at the 7th month. You talking about probably a year or right at a year. And I go and they done took the parking out front. And I said, when this happen? When they take the parking? And it was all for people to drive up and them to bring whatever they wanted to shop in the mall out. I didn't even know we did that, y'all. I mean, I was like shocked, like they took the most important parts, the parking. Why can't they put that shit in the back? They put it right in the front. And of course, you know, I'm like being like, why they get to take the good parking spot? Because it started to rain yesterday and we was about to get wet. And so I see all these little, on both sides, like facing each other, nothing, you can't go there if you ain't called in to get something out of that mall and came out, delivered out to your car, like the pickup stuff like they doing now. 3 days in the future. Remember that. And I said, Andy, why they, man, that's jacked up. But then you really can't say it's jacked up because they thinking 3 days in the future, right? And I'm like, okay, what this man just told me is really happening. I see now why he gave me the information he gave me. It's happening. And I'm like, okay. So now I move up the line because, you know, we had to park back that way and we had to walk close to where you got the space before you start going on down the walk to go into the mall. And girl, guess what I see? The electric gas stations. And I said, when did they do this? That's how long it's been since I've been to the mall. I didn't even know that even at the front row of a few of the rows from each side, they had stuck one electric car. About, I don't even know how many it was. I should have counted. I took a picture and I still ain't posted yet because it's in my phone. Because I was going to do a post with it. But since I'm telling y'all, and I still may post it later, I don't know. But I said, when did they put this here? Because I seen it now at the movies. They have them at the movies. They have them. They had started them at Walgreens, I think, or CVS. Then they went to the new movie theaters. They would have them by the handicap in the row. So I knew they were right there, y'all. I knew they were there. But when I went to the mall, it shocked me that they had them already there, and then they already blocked off the station where you can pull up and just, if you don't want to run in the mall because of Rona girl, you can have whoever store go get your stuff, I guess pay online or whatever, how they doing that, because I don't know how they doing that exactly, and they run that bag out where you don't have to go inside the mall. And I guess they must have did it while everything was shut down and we wasn't going nowhere. But that's how fast I think that shit happened. Because I really don't think it could have been done before then. But I really didn't get the impression that it was. But it could have been because I ain't been in so long and I just was oblivious to it. So that could be the case too. Okay? So either way, it don't matter to me. But, so I'm thinking like, dang, this man, I said, Aunt, that man said that. Now I see what he talking about. Change. You either change with it or you don't. You change with it, boy. Don't be complaining about where you're at when the real change happens, because you're not looking at it going along, like following where is it going? Where is this change leading? What direction is this thing going? This planet is going in, or people are going in, and looking like, okay, what is going to be the industry that stands up in it? I just gave y'all some priceless information just now. Electric cars and electric stations. And I did the homework. I researched it myself because I've been studying stocks. And I looked into it. Some of them going to be owned by China. Some of them going to be owned by the U.S. Going to have so many of them. I think it was Russia, and it might have been another one. I can't think, because that was a few months back that I was reading that article and saw it. Because it's going to be important to battery-operated cars to help the ozone, right? To cut out the emission, to cut out all of that pollution that our vehicles and these trucks put out. Right? So we're going to have what? Battery operated vehicles like Tesla and whoever else making those. I think a lot of them are starting to make those cars now. A lot of them are. So it tells you that what is going on, and this is call it my opinion. It probably don't mean nothing to y'all worth a hill of beans, okay? So I can see just 3 days in the future of us getting rid of gas cars, or gas cars becoming kind of obsolete. Like, it may be a few things still operating off of gas, but I think the overall picture is to get rid of that and to push for electric cars. Is what I'm really looking at. And when I saw a thing on the other day, because I study Warren Buffett and I keep up with his ass, right? It said Warren Buffett pulled out $137 billion of his money out of the market. It said all 4 plane industries, and it said something else. And then what caught my attention is they said Warren Buffett, they turned around. This is somebody doing their report on Warren Buffett. And then it said Warren Buffett, and if you hadn't noticed, he gives a report at his little shingading he do for investing with people with money. He pulled out 137 billion. And then when the dude caught my attention is what he said, and he hadn't invested in nothing in 2020. And I said, and then it said he was looking for something. He was waiting for something to emerge in the economy to put in about 50 billion into that industry. Like, it may not be just that one industry, but whatever the rising industry is, he's an investor. So he's waiting to see where the industry is going to go, so then he can turn around and invest that 50 billion back into something that is going to be emerging. Now, I'm not a financial planner, but fucking I know what the fuck I'm looking at. I read shit on my own. So don't take my advice, okay, as a financial planner, because that's not it. I'm just telling you what I self-study, and everybody has this information on Google, YouTube, or whoever the hell these damn sites is, of information that people put out, and that these reports that financial people put out. So, and he's the one that give the financial report. And if you study Warren Buffett financial report, and I did it, and one thing I am glad of, that I had looked into his financial report before I saw this video that said he pulled out $137 billion. Because I wouldn't have known what industry. Delta, Southwest, I think it was American Airlines and something else. I don't know what them top four pulled the money out of the plane industry. And he's sitting on it. He even pulled it out of 2 banking systems. JP Morgan Chase was one of them. I can't think of who the first one was. I can't think right now. I'm just, it's because my mind is just traveling. But trying to remember what I saw, what I read, what I was looking at. So he pulled it out of 2 banking systems, 4 planes, and whatever else he had. He had a lot, because I studied his portfolio. I looked at it. Him and a couple of other ones. Gates, all of them. And he's waiting to see where the industry is going, so he can put his money back in that market. Well, I just gave y'all a clue. I gave a clue, and I put it together just by the guy giving it to me, and just by going back and do the research off of what the guy gave me. And when I went to the damn mall yesterday and saw that fucking electric goddamn gas station thing there that top up them damn cars, I said, shit. Let me go back to the drawing board and look at this shit again. Let me go back and look into this further. So my research is finna go even further into looking what the hell is going on. What is going on? What I need to invest in. I need to call me a financial person. So it's no different than you taking a risk and going to your job and risking you might get fired that day. It's no different than you taking a risk on a home-based business and you not being as productive as you apply yourself to be. Because it's not that it don't work. It's really that your longitude, your altitude, your attitude, and your what? What did I say? Attitude, altitude, longitude, and latitude. That's why you weren't successful in it, in the home-based business, right? You didn't have confidence in yourself. So now I'm like, shit, go back and study these investments. You need to take a look at this shit again. You need to pull up a couple of more YouTube videos and study a couple of more of these billionaires and see what their portfolio look like and see how many of them have pulled their goddamn money out. But what got me is it said he didn't put no money in 2020 because he's waiting to see how many of them are going to crash, because he owns some of them. And we already know, I think, JCPenney going down, or who is it, Sears or whatever the hell. It was a couple of the big ones that we were surprised at that's closing some stores. And I think Empire One in my little outlet mall is saying store closing. And I think it was Empire One. I don't think it was Kirkland's. It was one of the two. And I was like, what? But if y'all remember back last year, I had found a video with a list of 20 people. This lady did a YouTube channel of 20 stores that were closing in 2020. And some of them are the ones that's closing now that's on that damn list. And I had shared that to my page. And probably y'all didn't even look at it. And now I don't even know where it's at, you know, because I don't think I saved it. So I say that to say you can do something about it. It's called action. ACTION. It's called looking at the bigger picture. And stop staying small, but look at things from a broader perspective is what I'm saying. When I say look at the bigger picture, look from a broader perspective and stop trying to look from a little old pinhole that you straining your eyes to see through. Try to change just tilt your head a little bit like this. And then some of y'all might have to go a little bit like this. And then some of y'all other ones might have to go a little bit like this. And then some of y'all might have to go a little bit like that. Because no matter where it is, like that thing my son gave y'all yesterday on, I'm going to use the sage because the sage is a good one. I need some more sage. Look, I'm almost out. He held up. Remember, he said, pretend this is suspended in the air. And this is the object that I'm focusing on. But you might think, that's flat. It don't even look right. I don't even like that. You can't do that with that. You can't do this with that. That don't make sense to me. You looking one-sided. You looking from one perception. When I said change your view of it, pretend my hands ain't here. It's just suspended in space. And he said if you go down like this, you see a different angle. It's a different perception. So then if you come back around and you go like this, well, it look different from the top. And then if you go like this, another dimension of this sage has it, right? And then if I come around the front, well, shit, it totally look different from the front because it got this little open part. It's got this little hook part, but look at the back. Look how swooped around it look. So that's what to sum all this up is to say, you got to change your perception. You got to change the angle that you're looking at things, and everything is not one dimensional. Y'all are looking at things in a one dimensional aspect of it, and it's making you miss the whole circle of it because you're just focusing on this little inner piece, but it's a whole lot going on around on the back, and on the top and under the bottom like this. I can see something different. And I can come up with an idea, my leaves falling off, and I can come up with an idea just by changing all my dimensions and looking at it from a different dimension. I can get a different thought. Guess what? Some of y'all will come up with a goddamn master plan and won't even know it. Some of y'all will come up with a great ass idea just from doing that, from changing your perception, because our perception has something to do with how we were raised. It has something from the condition we were created in or the environment we was given, and we get stuck on that environmental problem or irritation or whatever you want to say it, the obstacles and challenges, and we don't try to look and see, okay, how can I close this crack? Well, to close this crack might take you looking at the top down, or from the bottom up, or from this angle. Right? Or from this angle and up, or this angle and down. It's still going to change every time I look at it. And if I'm just really looking at the bigger picture or the different angles, multi-dimensional being, or multiple streams of income, you can make money while you sleep. You can make money while you sleep. Bitcoin, you can make money while you sleep. KARATBARS. You can make money while you sleep or while you invest your hard working money that you do work for and pay yourself through buying gold, buying assets. I can make money while I sleep. Put this on my page, and I made these earrings. Now, I didn't literally make these, but I'm just giving y'all an example. Somebody else made them, but I love them. I bought them somewhere, some kind of bizarre place, because I shops anywhere, okay? So, and this is a real crystal. I don't even know what it's called, but it's real. It's heavy too. Got my ear pulling. And whoever makes this can sell it online to somebody. Etsy, Amazon. Somebody gonna buy it eventually. I met a man that worked for Amazon, but he worked for Amazon in a different way. That he, what is it called? Product services or something. It's like he said he made a lot of money doing that shit too. I wish I had the name, y'all. My mind, I don't hold on to too much information. But it's in my memory bank somewhere. I just can't think right now. But if y'all Google it, you'll probably be able to find it if I explain somewhat of it. So don't quote me. But it was some type of product merchandise, something where he mails out something. Y'all might know if y'all know somebody that worked for Amazon. And what happens is he got all these orders, right? And he's mailing out the products. But it was the person, his job was, if the person called and didn't say they got their delivery of their package, he had to refund them the money back, try to track down where their package is. And if their package didn't get there or it was just showed up missing, his thing was he had to give the money back. So I don't know what that job description is called, but when I say that man made over hundreds of thousands of dollars doing it because he pulled out his phone and he showed me the numbers, I was like, what? You making that doing what? He said, but it's stressful. Whoo, it's tiring. It is like he be like sleepwalking sometimes I see him. So that's just to say that y'all gotta look from different angles, y'all. You gotta look for your own solution to your family, to your household, to your business, to your work, to your line of work, to whatever you want to do, because that line of work ain't secluded to just that. Nursing ain't secluded to just that. There's different branches of nursing. There's going in the office, there's going in long-term, there's going in home health, there's going in wound clinics, there's going in dialysis clinics, there's going in, what else we can do? Pediatrics. There's going in private duty in nursing. It's different branches inside of nursing alone. And you pick the one you feel comfortable with and you like doing. I did a lot of them. Wound clinics, director, ran buildings, assisted living. Pediatrics, didn't like it. Private duty, yeah, it's okay. Long term, didn't really like that. I came out of that first, but I had to get the experience from somewhere. So that's where when you come out of school, you get it from long term. But after I saw, oh, that's not going to be my final stop, and I got the hell out of there. And I got family practice, right? I got private duty. I think I said that. Basically, the only really thing I didn't do was hospital. But I did clinics, yeah. So even as a nurse, you ain't got to stay in a nursing home if you're unhappy. You can move to the next doctor's office. You can move to specialties, I call them. People probably don't think of they are, or nursing probably don't think. Alzheimer's unit, assisted living. You can move to the different areas that you like I gave you with hair cutting, or being a cosmetologist, or just working with dye, or just working with natural hair, or just working with relaxing, just working with the barber part of it. You just need to make up the hours. Make sure you got the whole hours to be the barber, because you can't use the straight razor unless you're a barber anyway. You can use a clipper, but you can't use a straight razor. So it depends on what you're going to do. Braid salons. Well, now they passed, we don't even need a license. And hell, they done removed it after I done went to school for it. They done took that shit out of the damn curriculum. And saying now you don't even have to have no damn cosmetology license to do braids. You just can't have no shampoo bowl in there. They got to come with their shit already washed and blow dried out. And all you doing is putting the weave or the box braids or whatever the heck is in there. You can't use no chemicals. So it's different stuff y'all can do in the fields that y'all in, but a lot of y'all ain't even checking in where those fields go. If you're an electrician, you can be your own boss. You can do contract. You can do this. You can do that. You can start your own company with a friend. Y'all can do consulting work. If you in HR, you can start a consulting firm. It's a lot y'all can do. Y'all just not really thinking and changing the perception of it. Okay, so that's what you need to look at it as. Changing the perception of how you seeing stuff. Because it ain't the other people's fault that you can't change your own perception and your attitude about stuff and strive to do better. That's an individual person's job. That's called self-work. You know, and can't nobody, you can take horses to water, but you can't make them drink. But you give somebody some help how to fish, they can fish for a lifetime. But if you do the fishing for them, they gonna literally starve eventually, because they gonna be waiting on you. Well, what if you gotta do something for your own family? Or maybe you out of pocket and you gotta go somewhere else. Then what? Who gonna fish for them then? Now they gotta depend on the next person to fish. Well, goddamn, I just gave y'all examples of that. Sometimes that shit don't happen right. Sometimes people ain't gonna pick up the slack. Sometimes people ain't gonna feed the homeless. Sometimes people ain't gonna help you out. Right? So God is about self-sustaining. We say God, we use it so literally. We use it so literally, but we say my God is a good God. He's an everlasting God. He's a God, he's a sustainer, or whatever them things we be, adjectives or whatever we be calling God for. But yet, you ain't sustaining yourself. You ain't even helping your God help sustain your ass. So we got to change the perception, and that's for everybody. That's for everybody. That's what being positive is about. Is positivity, is changing the perception. And go back to school, get your education, and then look how you can expand on the education. If you're an electrician, you can have your own company. After you with some company for a while, you may want to venture out and start your own electrical company or consulting, whatever the heck y'all got to do within the reasons of the law, whatever they say y'all can do, because I don't know, because I ain't an electrician. But I'm just thinking for you that, yeah, you can do something else. With that, nursing can also be in the courtroom, because when they have those legitimate cases, negligent cases, they call those RNs that know a little bit of law and know how to look at things and see where the negligence at, and that's who the attorneys use when it's malpractice and stuff. They go, because that's the person for the hospital, and it's a person in the hospital like that for infection control and shit like that. But when they're calling on attorney cases, usually attorneys, if they're in that the healthcare industry, they have some type of RN usually that knows how the nursing industry works. So RNs can go work in that capacity as well, when they got a lot of damn knowledge. When they got a lot of knowledge that helps somebody else figure out a case, right? They can help like that. So it's not that you're stuck, like, because the opportunities are not there. I think that you're stuck, or we're all stuck, because we're not willing to change the perception of it. And these are just like, it's entertainment purposes, yeah, and it's just my opinion, a lot of it, but it's just it's really just us looking at the thing. Okay? So I think that was a good motivational reading for everybody, right? So hopefully we can go back to our drawing board, go back home, get out a piece of paper, and write what we can do to better ourselves. Put them 4 latitude, longitude, altitude in your attitude, and check your damn self. Start there first. What can you change about the way you think? Where do you want to see where you work? How much money you want to make by the end of this year or next year? Give yourself 3 years. I don't care what you do. It can be 5 years. And have a game plan where you want to see your income go. Because if you don't have a game plan of where you want to see your income go, well, it might not go no damn where. Because you ain't set no goals and no plans to make it go nowhere. You ain't set no altitude. You ain't set no reach. Right? Therefore, you don't have no plan. You don't have no plan for your family, for yourself, whether you're married or not, whether your kids are home or not. Right? You still got to think of long-term retirement. What you gonna do about retirement? I mean, we don't even know where nursing homes gonna be. Of course, they'll probably be there, but I'm just saying. We don't know what 30, 40 years, 60 years in our retirement was going to be like. So that's why you got to think about that now in retirement. What you saving up. Or you just spending your money to be spending it and you join it day by day and you don't care and you just thinking about today and you're not thinking about tomorrow. And yeah, we got to live in the now. But what if you live tomorrow? Then what? You don't have no money tomorrow. You just spent it all today. Save a little bit for tomorrow. That's all it's saying. Balance it out. Use moderation. Spend some today, save some for tomorrow. If you got to spend some today, save some for the week or whatever to get you to the end of the week, to the end of the next payday. So I hope that helped everybody look at things. I think that was just more of an intuitive message, really. Maybe I need to put all signs, intuitive message, and who you voting for. Because these little readers don't be turning out like readings. I don't know what the heck. They be like more like guidance, intuitive messages, So just think about it, y'all. Think about it. Think about it. Think about where you want to go next year and start implementing. You got 6 months left. You got 6 months left to start implementing that. That's plenty of time. Heck, 2 weeks, a week is plenty of time. And then work together. Build a team and work together. Because the teamwork makes the dream work. Find somebody that got good chemistry, y'all can work together. And stay in your own lane. Stay in your own lane, meaning what you do. You might do logo. You might do web design. You might be good at budgeting. You might be good at marketing. You might be good at networking. You can go out there and meet people and give them a business card, and you can go out there, you can head the meeting, the board meeting. Like corporations are set up. We seen them. We know how they set up. But if you trying to build your own team, that you gotta use that kind of concept. You can't really get around it. You can't. You can't get it because that's the way your team is gonna be run. You can't do everything. You can try. You're gonna be tired, but you can try. You can do what you can. I don't know how far to get you. But you need a team. It works smoothly if you got a team and got delegation going on. That's how corporations are set up. If you owned your own store, you're going to set your store up the same way you see these corporations. I don't see nan one of y'all, if you got your own business, you the cashier, you the bag boy, you the grocery stocker, you the produce manager, you do the customer service stuff and tally the books for that day, and you pay the light bill for the store, and what you do, you hiring the people, and then you firing the people, and then you what you doing? You meeting the delivery truck in the back, and you watching everything they unload. That takes a team. You wouldn't be able to be in all them places on your job or in your business. You gotta have people out throughout. Cooperation means cooperation. I need your cooperation, your cooperation, right? It just makes sense. You got to have a CPA, unless you're going to do all that yourself too. And make sure the bookkeeping coming to keep up with your reds and your greens, your losses and your profits. You finna do all that by yourself? And then make the deposit to the bank? Somebody got to do it. But people stay in their lane. And that's what we ain't learned either. How to stay in the lane. How to stay in our own lane at what we're good at. What we know to do. What we know how to do. You want to tell her how to do the spreadsheet. You want to tell her how to market. You want to tell her how to run the board meeting. You want to tell him how to stock the shelf. And you the web designer. So how is the web designer telling everybody else how to do their job? When is the web designer going to do his job? Telling everybody else how to do their job. That's what I mean by staying in your lane when you build these teams. Stay in your lane. So the teamwork make the dream work. It don't matter who you got on your side and who you put on your team. It's everybody got to stay in their lane. And we ain't learned how to stay in the lane. And respect the lane of others. Ooh, that was a big one. A building has an administrator. We ain't running in there telling the administrator how to do the administrator job when the administrator is the whole boss over that whole building and all the departments. And all the department managers go in there and tell that one administrator, no, this is not how we're going to do it. We're going to do it like this. We're going to do it like this. No, I think you ought to do it like this. That administrator going to look at y'all and be like, bye. You working against the team of the building. You working against the whole project here. We trying to be successful. You ordered something? Yeah. Ooh, what you get? So that's how you got to know how your team is structured and how your business is structured and how you want stuff structured and who you need around you to be structured. And the reason why some of our businesses are failing is because we don't have the right team in place. And y'all got to go back to the drawing board and get your team in place. So the dream work can work for everybody that you've hired or that is working with you. But if you're the only one being successful and nobody else on that team or that board, we call it the board of directors or whatever you want to call it, the main people of the whole company or whatever, if nobody else is successful, you're not going to be successful as the boss. Because you're only going to be successful as your team is. And if you're successful, I feel personally, my opinion, yes, that your team should be successful, right? That they should be prospering too. Not just you prospering or the whole board prospering, but the people that's doing the dirty work or the low work or whatever you want to call that type of work, whatever category that would fall under for y'all, they're the ones suffering. And that's how the wage system is set up. The people on the dirty end of the stick kind of tend to get looked over as if they're nothing, and that's not the case, and that's not the right attitude. That's not the type of right corporation to have anyway. I'm just saying. It's just a little play reading. But I think it helps you it helps you go back to the drawing board on how you're doing things in your house, right? In your marriage, with your children, right? On your jobs, if you're a director, if you're a leader, right? If you're a leader, if you're somebody that got some influence somewhere, I think. I ain't gonna be able to save this one probably. This one probably gonna be too long. But anyway, y'all get the point? I hope that helped y'all look at every avenue of your life. Because even though I did that to get y'all attention, because I knew it probably would get y'all attention if I said Republican and Democrat, it really was about your whole life. It really was about all your relationships in the community, like the 4 wands: balancing the home, balancing the family, balancing the community, balancing the work, balancing the love. the love life or the relationships with your partners or whoever y'all be. And then balance with your strangers. Balance with strangers, like people that's not like in your intermediate family or circle, but people that you pass at the gas station, at the grocery store, at the hair salon, at the nail shop, at the beauty supply store, at the bank. But you got to balance the home first. So if you don't balance your home space first, you ain't going to know how to respect everybody else's space. So you wonder why we got social distancing. Because the social distancing is about respecting everybody's territorial space. Because I used to have people be up on me, I'm trying to pay it, and I'd be like, why you all up in, you gonna pay for this? You finna pay for my groceries? Because you all over my neck, in my space, in my energy. You in my energy field. You in my aura. Come on now. You ain't got to touch me, but I feel your ass. You a little bit too close. But that's what Rona, ouch. That's what Rona girl is talking about. It's talking about respecting everybody's territorial space, their home space, their surroundings. It's more to it than mask. It's more to it than whatever the heck they got going on. Of course it is. We look at that perception, but we don't want to look at the perception of ourselves. And we don't want to change that perception, but we want to dictate and speculate and propagandagate, whatever the word is. I just made that up. Propagandagate. I like that one. Propagandagate. I'm gonna have to use that one. Y'all want to propagandagate everything else, but you don't want to propagandagate how you living. You don't want to look at how you living. Because what you're doing is you're placing judgment. Just like I gave in the beginning, you're placing judgment on everybody else. Like if only thing you're doing is the only right thing in this whole world. Like you're not at fault. But the whole rest of the world is. Check yourself. I never did pull a card. 3 cards. Spirit Source Energy. Let's see what those planets are. Then I'm gone. I got stuff to do. Like rest my vocals. There's one. Taurus energy. Woo! And we was talking about pentacles, baby. So we gonna get some money this year? We all gonna get some money? Well, I'll let that go. That was 2. Spirit Source Energy. What? There we go. See them? I'll take that one. First house, Aries. Let's see. Spirit Source Energy. Woo! Well, I guess they're gonna give us 4. Chiron and Aquarius. So some of y'all that this may relate to got Taurus in your house, got Aries in your house, got Chiron in your house, and got Aquarius in your house. Air. You got fire, earth, air, and Chiron got this KO, and it says healing, your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies. So that's Mother Nature. So to me, that go with Taurus because it's talking about Mother Nature and healing and remedies. And then Taurus says the energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthly, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. That's why them bulls be slow. The bull team be slow because they be too relaxed. Then the first house being Aries, what people see and the impression they give you. And the impression you give. So that's your Aries. Some of y'all dealing with Aries. Some of y'all dealing with earth signs. Some of y'all dealing with Chiron. I don't know what that is. But anyway, I have to look in the book. And Aquarius, energy is freedom, loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. And see that world thing? I'm telling you, that look like Wi-Fi. They look like Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi. My daughter say, Wi-Fi. I need some Wi-Fi, So Wi-Fi. So this look, technology. And the world sitting right there and communication all over the world. And it show you we're moving in a technological stage because everybody's online now. So I can see where they got that from in that card. And that's where we're moving at. So that's what I'm trying to get you to see. If you want to get a business plan, and I don't write business plan, but I probably need somebody to write one for me. because that ain't my lane. Now, can I learn it and self-teach myself? Yeah, but I ain't got that goddamn time, so I ain't worried about it. I'd rather pay some damn body else to do that shit. So it's all in what you want to learn to do, but stay in your lane, right? But what was I saying? Oh, shit, I forgot. Oh, no, that's too much to read. Hold on. Oh, no, that's too much to read. I ain't gonna read all that. We'll do that later. I don't want to get into that because it's already long. But anyway, that's what it's basically. What was I finna say? Communication and writing and technology. Oh, looking at, okay, to help y'all out, to further y'all plan. And I'm not a plan writer or grant writer or nothing like that, and I probably need one of them too. And because you got to have goals for your business, right? Or for whatever you want to do. So some of y'all, damn, I keep losing my train of thought. Oh, looking into the future, technology. This is where it is. So we know that everything been technological, Wi-Fi this, Wi-Fi this, phones this, phone 11, phone camera, all this stuff like this, right? So now what you got to change in your mind in another perception is think, whatever I'm doing, how can I incorporate my skill set or what I'm doing into a technology-based world that's coming, that's evolving, right? And it's about what? Going online. Because it's still stationary stuff. It's going to be still buildings of stuff, but you got to wait to see what's all going to close down and what's all going to survive this Rona girl. And a lot of small businesses have already suffered and went out, right? We already know that because they wasn't able to sustain not working in that market, and they have to find something else to do. Well, in the event of finding something else to do, they have to emerge a market from somewhere else. There has to be an upcoming market for some of these people to go back and work in the industry and do something, right? Because they that'll put more homeless or more people in a bad situation, or not in a positive situation, if they can't feed their families or whatever. So whatever business that you running and you operating, you got to think technological, because the Aquarius card just showed you that's the technological, whether it's AI, EI, or OI, or whoever the I is, right? It's still saying that you're doing with a Wi-Fi, you're dealing with a Wi-Fi and infrastructure here, right? Wi-Fi, we already know that. So think technological. Think, if you're going to get a certificate and change fields, where is it going to be most beneficial for you into the future, 3 days into the future? Like Warren Buffett was thinking. Where is it going to be at? Go get that. I'm going to give you a hint. Just one hint to help y'all out again for y'all tech savvy people that love technology. Phones, of course, because everything is really in the phone. What do you most have a threat to with this technology? It's cyberspace, right? So you got to think robotics. You got to think TI field, the IT field, the robotic technology field. You got to think hackers. You got to think database systems. So what certificates, if you're going to better yourself, if you're a TI person or whatever, what system are you going to better yourself in to move along with these times? Because don't seem like it's going no damn where no long time soon, but because it's internet everywhere. It's internet access everywhere. We used to have to pay to get Wi-Fi, or they wouldn't give us their passcode when we would go in the store. Now you can go in stores and say, what's your password? You got Wi-Fi up in here? And they'll go, yeah. Do you need it? Oh, no, you just got to go under guess. They even let you do it. Even in the hospital, they'll let you do it under guess. You don't even need a password. But at first, you used to couldn't even get on because it was only for the people in the building or in the offices or something, or you had to ask for the passcode, right? And now why did they just let everybody have access to it? So you got hackers, you got cybersecurity. You can go in a branch of cybersecurity. It's a lot of things you can do with technology that's not bad, that's positive and going to give you income, because this is a new emerging industry. Whether y'all see it or not, it is. And robotics has always been here. The banking system has always used robotics. IT people have always done robotics. That shit it just ain't been here in this goddamn capacity. But it's always been here. But now you're seeing a full capacity of it and you're like, what the hell? Who is this? Smartphones, rings, doorbell rings, smartphones, looking on your Apple, whatever that big watch thing, and knowing who at the front door. That's IT, that's technology. You can develop something different that if you didn't like the way that did, what about it can you change? And develop something else. Right? It's where y'all mind going. It's where your own mind going. The limitation is in your mind, y'all. And if you have a business, you got to think technological. Where am I going with this business? I got to develop something online because that's where everybody's going to be at. Basically, is online, looking at their phone all damn day, surfing the web, doing something. Hopefully, you're doing something for your business. This the catch-22. People get caught up in the foolishness of what's out there because you got to take the salt with the sugar. Right? The salt with the pepper, right? So if you get caught up in doing something non-productive, that's your catch. But if you're using it toward your business, that's a bonus for you because you're using it the right way and you're using it to reach more people for your business so your business can grow. Why you think you're seeing church people on there now? Why you think you're seeing celebrities on there now doing videos? You ain't never seen them celebrities do this many damn videos ever because they were doing concerts. So what's going to happen with our concert industry? We don't know. What's going to happen with our movie industry? We don't know. We got Roku's and Hulu's and Disney Plus and Apple's TVs and HBO's, all that stuff that you can watch all these movies on all these different venues. And now what's going to happen to the movie theater? Are we going to be able to enjoy the movie theater again? We don't know. We hope so. Because that's entertainment for some of us, just to get out the house. But we got to wait till all this stuff, kind of the dust settle on all this stuff to see what's going to survive the industry. But marketing something of your business sort or home-based business, that's why it's important right now to start that. Because that's just an extra means of income for you in case your job go down the drain. Because I don't know what kind of job you got, right? So that's just something to keep you afloat, just like a multiple stream of income type of thing. You ain't got to do it full time. You do it as much time you want to dedicate to it, but you're gonna get that type of check. How much time you dedicate to it, right? How much effort you put in it. But you can do whatever you want. So, I think the smart thing to do would be do some home-based businesses, have some type of home-based business going, y'all. That's just my opinion. You don't have to take my advice or nothing like that because I ain't in no type of business or banking and nothing else, right? I learn stuff on my own and I use my own sense, okay? And what makes sense to me, and then plus what I want to do and what I don't want to do, right? But everything is a risk. Everything is a risk. Like I said, you go to that job for somebody else, you don't know if you're getting laid off or fired. That's a risk. So don't judge stock market as a risk when you're taking a risk going to somebody else's job, being their employee. That's a damn risk. So you can't get away from risk. To wake up is a fucking risk. Right? That's a risk. So, but I'm saying, are you prepared for risk? Are you prepared if you get laid off or lose your job? Are you prepared? Do you have multiple streams of income created? Or are you just looking from one perspective and just thinking that job is going to be there for the rest of your life? A lot of these people thought those jobs was going to be there for the rest of their life. We may not even see those industries or those companies again. Well, they might emerge as another company under another name. We don't never know. They may or they may not. Y'all remember Kmart? Kmart used to be around here. Boy, I ain't seen a Kmart in I don't know how long because Walmart took over. Something like that. They probably got them in other states still, but they ain't around here. They used to be around here when I first moved here. But they ain't around here no more, not in the area that I'm in. They might be somewhere else, but they ain't right here. So it depends. We don't know. And now you see all the gas stations merging with at least what, 2? Because guess what's finna come? Those electric cars is finna hit that gas industry. So to stay afloat, them companies are doubling up. If you notice, is a lot of that single holder gas stations got 2 good gas stations together now, partnering up to keep it afloat, because it's still gonna be gas. You're still gonna have gas, but it's probably gonna take a hit because of the electric car system, the Tesla, because of things needing to be in battery operated mode to clean up the ozone. I'm one of them people. I just like Mother Earth and Mother Nature. I'm a Taurus sign. I can't help it. I'm going like nature because that's an element. That's kind of like earthy people, Virgos and Capricorns, you know. So you can see why we need to clean up the ocean floors, why we're losing species in them oceans, and all that stuff we read about it or we see in the news, washing ashore, all the plastic bottles and all the filth and the trash that can't be incinerated in a 24-hour period ends up on the shorelines and ends up in sharks and stuff mouth, and it's killing out all the species, or not all of them, but you know, hurting some of the ones out there because of that. I'm just saying. When I studied Robert Kiyosaki, in his portfolio, you know what was in Robert Kiyosaki portfolio? Gold, silver, and oil, it said on that YouTube video. Gold, silver, and oil. Now I need to go back and find where is his portfolio now looking like. So oil and gas. Oil and gas. So that must mean something's gonna change. I'm just speculating, or just in my opinion. It ain't set in stone for nobody to take my advice, because like I said, I'm not a financial planner or nothing like that. So that's my disclaimer. But I'm thinking, okay, what's gonna happen with the oil and gas? Right? But you do need them because you got jumbo jets. You got planes. So we know we need them for that. But I don't think we're going to use them as much for cars in the future because of the electric cars doing that. I don't think if we can get a battery operated plane to stay up in the goddamn sky that damn long, okay? Because we're just learning to get it to go 500 or 600 miles in a car before the battery die and they have to be recharged. Now guess what's going to happen? I'm just thinking 3 days in the future, not far. So if I got a battery operated car, don't I need a battery operated house in my garage to charge my battery up while I'm in there in my house resting at night? So that's an invention by itself. I just gave away a brilliant idea. Those are electricians. Those are electricians. German electricians. Or whoever know how to make a battery. Y'all heard it from me first. That's my intellectual property. I'm claiming it right now. This whole reading is my intellectual property. But I'm just saying, except for the advice I got from a couple of people. But you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Think about where technology is going. Don't just be on the phone or on your phone all day posting videos and posting stupidity and talking about the same old repetitive shit. Be trying to invent some shit. Be trying to pioneer some shit. How about you do that shit right there? Try to pioneer some shit. Right? Try to pioneer something. Perfect something that needs to be done. So that means houses are going to have to be built. That means whoever in construction industry or know how to do construction, that means they're going to have some type of construction thing change where you can top your car at, or you're going to need a single station inside your house or outside your, I don't know, in your garage. I don't care how they do it. Now, what they going to do for the electric company? Now, that's going to be a booger. That's just like having a pool and your water bill and your light bill go up high or something. So if you got to get an electric battery in your charger in your garage, you probably gonna need some solar panels. So can't one of y'all start a solar panel business right about now? That's why Acorn, was it Acorn or whoever? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. I ain't heard his name in a while. Acorn. Didn't he invest in that in Africa? Solar plant panels or something? Do y'all read? Do y'all pay attention to what y'all be reading? Or y'all just be passing, breezing by and not really paying attention to what different celebrities and stuff are investing in? They telling you even what they're investing in. Some of them. It might be in a different country than yours and you might think it's not important, but it is. He's just doing it over there because I guess that's where he's from. And that's where he feels it's most needed. So altitude, attitude, longitude, and latitude will give you what? Right? That could be whatever you want it to be. I don't know. I was just showing you. Will give you what? Your distance. Will give you what? Your projection. Will give you what? Your runway. Will give you what? Your outcome. Will give you what? Your solution. This part can be anything. But altitude, attitude, longitude, and latitude, and whatever you want that thumb to be. The runway, I don't know. The solution, I don't know. The game plan, the masterpiece, I don't know. Whatever come to your mind is right. Whatever come to my mind is right. It ain't no wrong, right? In that, because that's your perception. That's your opinion. So don't take any of this advice up in here. That's my disclaimer. Don't take no financial advice. Don't take no nursing advice. Don't take no job changing advice. Don't go quit your job and start on something tomorrow. That is not what I'm saying. It's for entertainment purposes. But y'all, I had fun today. That was good. I just wanted us to really get serious and really think about stuff that is very important. That is really important to all of us. It's really, I don't know who's going to win the election. We just hope that this be an election where both sides can come together and really work together and find a common ground for everybody. Okay? Because we all got to live on this planet regardless, together or not. No matter where it's at on this continent, on this globe, on this planet rock, third rock from the sun. We all got to live here regardless. So hopefully these people will really come, politicians in all these communities and states and cities and mayors and governors and all this other stuff. Hopefully this will be a year that they really, really, do something beneficial and really come together and work together, because they are the same bird. They are the same scale. They are the same, whatever the other the thing I said, scale, but plane. The plane. I can't even remember because I just be, so much be flowing. But y'all get the point now. So whatever division you have, you gotta talk about it. You gotta work it out. Whatever division that you have, you gotta work it out. For the team, we gotta pick people in these offices that really, if y'all gonna vote, we gotta pick people in these offices that's really gonna do the work. Go see your councilman, go sit in the meetings and town halls and stuff. Go run for some spots. Y'all people that's pre-law or whatever y'all gotta take to get in that type of stuff. Yeah, I don't know, because that's not my field. My field is healthcare, because that's what I've been doing most of my life. But whoever's in that council, Republican representative, those little town hall meeting stuff that you can go to for every little city usually, where your little town hall is, you know, where the water company is usually based by. Go sit up in some of those and see what they planning to do with your little city. Go plan so you can have some input. Else you can't really complain what's being done in your city, can you? You can't really complain about it. Because if you're not trying to participate and go hear what's being said, and I'm not saying don't go up in there with no damn negative ass energy either. Just go and listen so you can have an idea what's going on, because those are people that's supposed to know the law and supposed to be trying to better the little city or the town that they live in, and supposed to be listening. For the representatives are supposed to be listening to the people. You can write the representative, right? You can find out who your representative is and write the representative if you see problems in your town or your city that you want to see better. I mean, I don't know how far it's going to get, but at least you tried. At least you tried to do something. Maybe, you know, if you paid attention to who you voting for, you could put somebody in there that will do something. And the people that ain't doing something, maybe it's just time for them to come out. Why are we still voting for them if they're not doing nothing for the city? If you're not seeing no city improvements, I'm just saying. You know, that's just political stuff, right? Or however y'all want to call it, collective economics, right? Everything is based off of barter and exchange, exchange for goods and services, product, goods and services, right? And payment for that product, goods and services. That's what we hope, you know. But, you know, y'all just be positive, stay encouraged, and don't feed the negative. Just try to stay positive. You need more positive energy up there. You don't need more negative energy up there. You just need more positive energy. And I think if we wouldn't do a lot of damn bickering about the negative stuff of the White House and Congress and all that other shit and complaining about voting, just do something positive then to change it. That's all you got to do. Do something to move it in a positive direction. Put your positive spin on it. Put your positive energy toward it. Talk positive about it. Look at the good side. Yeah, they all got bads and good sides on both sides. I just proved that. I just explained it, rather. I don't know if I proved it, but I explained my opinion of it. Yeah, it's opinionated or whatever. Some of it might be truth. Some of it you might think is a lie because you don't feel that way, but that's fine and dandy. But I gave some good examples of how you can better your family, your living conditions. That I do know. You know, I did do that for you. You know, so you got to sit down and go to the drawing board. You got to adjust your place of business. If you got a little boutique, if you got a little bazaar, if you got a little kiosk in the mall. I was in the mall, y'all was surprised how many kiosks were closed. They all closed. I was like, even the kiosk that be in the middle of the floors were gone because they couldn't, because of course the mall was closed up, right? So, and if they keep their stuff there, they got to continue to pay. And it was only like a handful of them still out there. The phone one for your little covers and your iPad holders and stuff, of course they was out there, right? And then maybe a couple of face stuff. And then Auntie Anne's, who I love, them pretzels, them jalapeno pretzels, they had 3 places. They had the store and then they had 2 kiosks. And I was like, oh, they really love them pretzels, don't they now? You know, because I ain't never seen 3 of them in the mall. You only see that one. But they were doing so good. They had 2 more kiosks. So you don't have to walk one end to the next. I said, well, wasn't that sweet of them? So I guess Auntie Ann gonna be around, baby, with them pretzels. She ain't going nowhere. Because she must be doing good. She got 2 kiosks and a spot in the mall. Amazon and Microsoft Center, or whoever it is in the mall now. You know, there's a lot of stuff changing, y'all. We can sit here and complain all we want to. Or you can start thinking and do something. You can start thinking ahead. Ain't got to be far. Don't even stress your ass out about that. Just think enough about what you're doing and how you can incorporate what you're doing into a change in society. That's all. That's really what I'm trying to get y'all to see. Because if you just stay and do nothing, well, you can't really complain about anything of the outcome. And I'm just like, I see where I could have been a further a little bit longer. I mean, a little bit earlier if I hadn't have been a complainer. You know, and just really got to doing something to change my outcome or to get a better solution for myself. But sitting back complaining didn't serve me, but I was doing it. But that's something you got to sit back, like I say, and check yourself, because you're the one holding up yourself. You're holding. It might be some limitations, yeah, but a lot of it you can do to help yourself. But if you want to stay stuck on stupid and what did I say? Propagandagating. Just sitting there all day propagandagating stuff back and forth and not really putting nothing effective. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Online stores, Etsy's and Amazon, and selling stuff through Amazon and stuff like that. Selling your rings and stuff that you make, all this kind of stuff, putting it on Amazon to sell. You know, since I started doing these YouTubes a little bit more, people ask me where I get this stuff from. And I say, well, they were made by a couple of friends in black communities and different metaphysics shops, depends on where I was at. You know, I can make some of it myself, but a lot of this was bought by other people that made it. So just by wearing this, I'm giving people business. By wearing the t-shirts I wear, I'm giving people business, because I ain't make them t-shirts that I wear. Like, you would think this is nothing. You would think all this is just nothing. Somebody want it though, right? So don't think that what you got or what you have or what you create is nothing. Put it online is what I'm telling you. Put it on Etsy. Get you an Etsy account or whatever that word is. Get you an Amazon store or whatever, a link or something. And however y'all got to do to sell your stuff with Amazon, and do that. It's online. It's online. You know, and I don't think online really is going anywhere fast, anytime soon. So I think you'll be able to it's just going to take dedication, and it's going to take you marketing, it's going to take you branding, and it's going to take you being consistent with it. You know, you got all these apps and don't let my smoke detector come out here. Oh Lord, my stage don't want to go out. Okay. And it's just take you being diligent and persistent in selling what you got and trusting what you got that somebody wanted. But just know the right size, because people usually know their ring finger. You know, you got to make sure you're telling them the right size, because even if you put this, if I bought this and I just didn't want it anymore, and I wanted to get rid of my crystals that I already bought, look how much I can resell. I can resell all of this. All of this. All of this. Every last bit of it. I can resell. It's mine. I bought it. I might have didn't make it, but I bought it. If I want to resell something that I don't want anymore, I can put these tarot cards up here and start selling them so I can get some more. Right? I can resell this. I just need to know what ring size this is, so when the person buy it, they not buying something that they can't fit. So I need to know my ring size. So go to the jewelry store. Go to Walmart. They still in the jewelry store, and pick up a size of a ring and put it on. And when you see that tag on that ring say 6 or 7, then you know this is a size 6 or 7. Or buy that little round gauge thing, look like a little cone, and it measures how you get the size and stuff when you wrap in jewelry. You know what I'm saying? If I don't want this one no more, I can sell it. I ain't gonna sell the stuff I had made, but I'm just saying. If you got a little boutique bazaar, don't just sell your, what I'm trying to get some of y'all to see, that a lot of stuff that's stationary ain't gonna be stationary no more. Not to a degree to where you may be successful, because it depends on the branch. It depends on what you're doing. But why not be stationary and sell your shit online? 2 for 1. Sell it at your store and have what you have on your store online. Because you're reaching the world where you got your store in your little town, you only limit to those people. But you go online, you limit to the whole globe. Well, it ain't no limit. You have access to the whole globe. Why are y'all afraid to sell stuff online? I can put these online. I don't want them no more. I can clean out my little jewelry box, whatever little trinkets I don't want anymore, clean it up. Put it on, take a picture, put it online and sell it. Sell some old used shoes. That's why they got Facebook Marketplace. That's why they got Amazon. That's why they got anybody else you can Etsy, whatever else you can buy stuff at. Whether it's used or not, you just got to state the condition. They got 5 Mile app, and it was 2 apps because I used to sell furniture on it. 5 Mile and something else. I can't think because I took them off my phone because there were too many apps. I can't think. 5 Mile and it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think. But if you do them, there's other ones out there besides Etsy and stuff that you get. One of them I got a 5-star rating on. Like, people was like, that's the one. I even got the little gold star. Like, this is a trusty person right here. Buy from her if you're gonna buy. Because they bought quality stuff and they was happy with my service when they bought it. It was quick. It was right. And the description was right. It was whatever. God, what is it? 5-star, 5 Mile, and I can see the colors. One of them is green and white, and one of them is orange and white when you see the app. You can sell your little trinkets like that on that. You can sell the sofa, the chair, the wall picture you don't want no more when you go to resell and redecorate. You'd be surprised what people, because you know what they finna do? A lot of times they buy from you just to resell it again and flip them some money. And then they'll up the price if they got you to go down on the price. So I ran into people doing that too. They just, because they know somebody gonna buy it higher or lower. In real estate, what I learned is not the seller that determines the market. It's the buyer that determines the market, right? Because you can list your house for something, but it don't mean your house is going to sell for that. I have to come along and make the offer, and you either go yay or nay. But if you're desperate enough, you're going to be like, shit, let me just get rid of this house. So it's us buying stuff that determines the market, that determines stock value and stock prices. That's why Nike was $200 and something a share. And now they're hurting because can't nobody buy no $200 goddamn dollar shoe. Right? So now we don't know what Nike's projection going to be and if he's going to be able to recover that $200. Eventually, yeah, over time when the market get better and everybody go back to working and making money, then yeah, people will go back to buying Nike, I'm pretty sure. Because that's how stock markets work. Your cycle of up, you still got to have a cycle of down. You see what I'm saying? Now, you knowing, and I'm not a financial advisor because I'm telling you I'm self-taught. I'm self-taught, y'all. I'm self-taught. Let me reiterate. I am self-taught. I am not a financial advisor. Do not take any of my goddamn advice on nothing, real estate or nothing, because I'm self-taught and self-learned. And it's just for educational purposes. But even in, just for me studying, and I didn't look at it. I should have went with this, and I didn't look at it. I'm finna get off. Oh, Lord. I got 4 minutes, so I got to go. Because it gave me a warning. It ain't going to do live no more than 4 hours. I will not be able to save this one. I hope I do. But anyway, I'm wondering what Warren Buffett did with his Brooke Hathaway Shire thing. and I forgot to go look when I saw that video. So I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna go look and see what his because y'all, he was in the thousands. Brooke Hathaway Holdings, he was in the thousands. So now that I remember that video just now, it took me a minute to come back. And I thought, oh shit, I didn't go look at his own company and see what he did with his own company. Because if he pulled $137 billion out of the market, what did he do with his company? Did he pull it out of his company too? Or did he, you know, is he just leaving it in his company and just pulling out of everybody else because he don't want to jeopardize that money, but he still want his company to stay afloat? So you got to look at stuff like that. Okay, bye, I got to go. This thing keep warning me, it's counting down.